the trenches, where roads are won. Ram 1500. Quick, tough, relentless, raw strength, no compromise. Ram HD. Haul more, tow bigger, hit harder. These are Ram Power Days. Jim Glover Dodge.
When it's time to celebrate a sweet Owasso Ram victory, nothing will do quite like Nothing But Cakes. From personal buntlets to individual bunttinis for the entire team, you'll discover a buntload of flavor for every occasion. Visit Nothing But Cakes in Owasso, located in the Smith Farm Marketplace. Nothing But Cakes, proud supporter of Owasso Athletics.
Imagine a free checking account that finally fits your vibe. No weird rules, no stress, just simple freedom. Visit okcu.org to learn more.
Oh, I got my order wrong.
This is me, Jessica. And this is
Jessica?
not my coffee. And my friend said, oh wait, Quick Trip. And she said, you don't have to tell me your name. Please, serve yourself. And I was all, oh, then this happened.
Yeah, someone stole my drink.
That's how I learned Quick Trip has lattes on tap. And I will never have to tell a barista my name again. Quick Trip, raise your coffee bar.
Hey Tulsa, Coach Bill Blankenship here. Just like on the football field, car accidents can hit you hard. And when that happens, you need a team you can trust. Tulsa Accident Care Center has the best playbook for your recovery. With licensed physicians and personalized treatment plans, they'll help you get back in the game faster and with no out-of-pocket cost to you. So when life tackles you with an auto accident, call Tulsa Accident Care Center, where your recovery is our victory.
Call 918-888-8080 or visit tulsaaccidentcare.com today.
Owasso Ram Football on the Owasso Sports Network is presented by the following sponsors: Trails Inn Barbecue, Sooner Mobile X-Ray, All Things Cake, 918 Doco, Tulsa Tech, Big Biscuit, 918 Family Wellness, Raising Cane's, Capstone Roofing, Robertson Tire, Charlie's Chicken, Keith 2 Hometown Insurance, Nothing But Cake, Jersey Mike's, Tulsa Accident Care Center, Restoration Chiropractic, Waldo's Chicken, First United Mortgage, Shields, Maury Funeral Home, Brew Coffee, Oklahoma's Credit Union, Jim Glover Auto Family, Ascension St. John, Tulsa Bone and Joint, St. Francis, Eagle Window Tent, First Bank of Owasso.
Tonight, under the bright lights and heavy expectations, the stage is set for the biggest game in Oklahoma high school football, the Class 6A1 State Championship. This is more than a game. It's redemption. It's rivalry. It's a shot at glory. Last year, these two programs stood on this very precipice. The Owasso Rams, with hearts full and hopes high, and the Bixby Spartans, the juggernaut. That night ended in gut-wrenching heartbreak. Owasso 1 point shy after a hard-fought overtime battle, 43-42. Bixby walking away with yet another gold ball. The pain has lingered for a year. The offseason didn't erase it. It forged something stronger. Tonight, history and emotion collide again. The Rams get a second chance. This season has been a story of resurrection for the Owasso Rams. Under veteran leadership with Bill Blankenship, a team once written off early after a rocky 0-2 start reloaded, retooled, and refocused. And it has not lost since. 10 straight wins. A path paved not just with resilience, but with character, with grit and belief. Owasso is back in the state title. But tonight is different. Tonight is more than redemption. It's a statement. Because across from the Rams, waiting and confident, are the reigning state champions, the Bixby Spartans, a program built on championships. Bixby won it all last year. They've won many years. They've raised the standard and owned 6A1, time and time again. So what does that mean? For Owasso, it's unfinished business. It means proving that last year's pain wasn't an end. It was a beginning, and it was fuel. It was a furnace forging belief, and the kind of wound that could either scar or harden. And this squad, this coaching staff, chose to harden. It's not a story of a perfect season, far from it. With the Rams' early adversity, losses to Bixby and Jinx in the first 2 weeks of the season, but what followed was one of the most impressive turnarounds in recent memory. Since week 2, the Rams have rattled off 11 consecutive victories, capped off by another all-time classic over the Jinx Trojans in last week's semifinal matchup. And for head coach Bill Blankenship, it was his 100th career game at the helm of the Owasso Rams. Since taking the reins in 2017, sans a one-year hiatus last season, Blankenship is an astounding 80-20. The themes of this year's story for the Owasso Rams have been written in stone and bonded in blood. The brotherhood has been fortified by leadership and sacrifice of those on the field and in the locker room. They'll bring thunder, offense built on physicality, heart, and execution. They'll bring defense shaped by lessons learned under pressure. And they'll bring leaders who know what loss tastes like and what victory demands. For the Spartans, the challenge is to defend, dominate, and prove that last year's win wasn't just luck. That their dynasty endures, that the Spartans remain the gold standard. You can expect strength and discipline. Expect a program that refuses to yield. But for all the stats, the legacy, and the expectations, tonight belongs to the moments yet unwritten. It belongs to the players who step onto the field under those lights at Chad Richardson Stadium. It belongs to the coaches staring down years of memory and potential. And it belongs to the fans, the history, the roar, and the belief. So whether you're listening from Edmond, Owasso, or anywhere you call home, pull up a chair, turn up the volume, because in just a few moments, snap and kick and collision will tell a story not yet written. Will it be redemption for the Rams, or will the Spartans prove once again why they wear the crown? This is state championship football in Class 6A1 glory. This is Owasso versus Bixby, and the final chapter starts now.
Hi, this is Ray Adcock with Christian Brothers Automotive in Owasso. This year marks 13 years since we opened the doors for business. You see, our family lives in Owasso, we own a business here, we attend church here, and all 4 of our kids have gone to school here. We live in this community too, and we fully expect that we'll see our customers again at the grocery store, at a local restaurant, or at a Friday night football game. We have a built-in accountability system to our customer base because we also do life in Owasso. So thank you for letting us serve your family by servicing your family car.
Yo, my guy, trying to get some bread. I need that moolah for my new drip, you feel me? It's low-key urgent.
He's trying to do a withdrawal. Bet broski, you finna lock in that cheddar and glow up real quick.
Hey, I see you, Granny.
Hi, I'm Casey Miller.
Hola, yo soy Casey Miller.
You guys are ridiculous. Hi, I'm Casey Miller, your dedicated insurance agent. Our team recognizes the significance of clear communication and tailored service. In addition to our expert services, we have Spanish-speaking options and cater to individuals from all walks of life. Our aim is to ensure that every step of your insurance experience is smooth and stress-free. Contact us today at 918-272-8888 for a personalized insurance experience, where excellence in service meets the diverse needs of our clientele.
The trenches, where roads are won. Ram 1500. Quick, tough, relentless, raw strength, no compromise. Ram HD. Haul more, tow bigger, hit harder. These are Ram Power Days. Jim Glover Dodge.
We're back on the First United Mortgage pregame show as the Owasso Rams are getting set to take on the Bixby Spartans in the Class 6A1 state championship for the third time in the last 4 years. And we're joined now by Owasso head coach Bill Blankenship. Coach, thanks so much for taking the time. Congratulations on getting to the last week of the season.
Thank you, Jared. This is a lot of fun to know that we're in the last week, and not because we want it to come to an end, but I always like just going as far as you can and practicing that last week of the season and taking a team and being with them all the way through is pretty special.
Yeah, special, no doubt. And it wasn't without a hard-fought battle with the Jinx Trojans, another instant classic in the history books. I want to walk through that game a little bit, starting with the first half. Rams jump out to a 26-0 lead in about the first 16 or 18 minutes, Coach. That's really as good a start as anybody could ever ask for.
Oh, it was special. We were fortunate to win the toss and get the opportunity to have the wind, and then the defense came out just on fire. We were able to get 2 or 3 and outs there very quickly. Forcing them to punt into that wind was a huge deal. So we get short fields. Offensively, our guys executed really well. We get the ball in the end zone. And then very quickly in that first quarter, we're able to jump out in front and kind of set the tone of, what went on the rest of the half.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it would be lost on people if we didn't talk about the impact of the wind and how much of a factor it played on Friday night, Coach. I mean, it was stout, a stout win. And that really, it's something Steve and I talk about all the time, the value of field position. And, when you're starting at midfield as opposed to the 20 or the 25-yard line, that opens up the playbook so much more. You're able to take some more shots potentially toward the end zone, and it really is. I mean, that's a next level factor if you're able to play with field position and the other team isn't.
Yeah, and that's kind of a playoff thing. We don't really. I think a lot of the high school teams, that are so active offensively. We don't think about field position like we used to maybe, 10, 15 years ago. But when you start adding weather to the factor, all of a sudden wind and rain and all that, it wasn't just horrible, but it certainly was a difference maker and probably affected us in special teams more than any other time. That in and of itself gives you those opportunities for short fields.
Yeah, and I want to get to the special teams here in a minute, but Coach, it's never the Jinx Trojans' MO to just go away. And they came back fiercely late in the first half and into the second half, eventually tying the game at 36-all. What were your emotions like? I think I read somewhere you said it was like playing 3 different ball games in the span of about 2.5 or 3 hours. How were you handling that internally?
Well, it's just, you do it long enough, and I don't want people to think we don't have the emotional swings because we really do. But when you're playing really good teams, good programs, and Final Four type situations, you know the pedigree of the teams you're playing, the coaches you're playing against. They're not going to just go away. The opportunity to actually blow somebody out, um, or not the opportunity, but the reality of blowing somebody out very rarely happens just because there are so many good athletes and the coaching is so well done. You cannot open the door. Well, there's a couple of things. They obviously did some things really well, but we opened the door with some plays, some bad decisions on penalties, and a turnover, and a botched fourth down punt situation, and all of a sudden you look up and you've given them opportunities to get back in, and then you have great players over there making plays, and we get right back, from a comfortable position into really a grindhouse of a game,
Right.
in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, and we were talking about big momentum plays in the game, both positive and negatively, for the Owasso Rams. I thought no momentum play was any bigger than some of the plays that happened on special teams, Coach.
Yeah, we were able to steal a couple and then give a couple back. I mean, that's just,
Yeah.
you have that swing. One of the things that had happened after a second quarter touchdown is we have guys over celebrating and they get called for taunting, and you're like, well, it's a touchdown and we got a big lead. We're like, well, but all of a sudden we're kicking from our own 25 into that fierce wind.
Sure.
Um, we are trying to execute a sky kick. We don't execute it very well. And then the guy number two, who happens to be one of the best players in the state, KD Jones, if people don't know who number two is, he fields that thing on the dead run. And all of a sudden, about 4 seconds later, he's in the end zone, and, we're shaking our head. What in the heck happens? How do we let that happen?
Right.
They turn around, kick it to us. Cole Campbell houses that one. And now, next thing you know, we've traded these emotional big plays. And then we were kicking in the wind. We made a decision to go with a surprise onside, and we were able to get that. Juan Razo executes it just flawlessly. We get that ball, take care of that. And man, we have everything, right where we want it until we botch the fourth down punt call, and we wind up giving them the ball back on our end of the field, and they get a quick touchdown and momentum, and it just swings back and forth, and it's just a crazy night.
Yeah, I'm sure the both special teams coaches were probably taking some Tums at halftime and on the game. Probably had a little bit of heartburn after that one. But Coach, it was a Juan Razo field goal that was a difference in the game, sending the Rams to the state title for the third time in 4 seasons, the fourth time in 8 seasons. First, obviously, Juan Razo, we've talked about him all year long, coming out off the soccer team. What he's been able to do, simply on the kickoffs, flipping that field, right, and putting the ball into the end zone. But then how he's come along on the back half of the season with his field goals, much more accurate. He's always had the leg. He's always had the length on his kicks, and really had a chip shot for all intents and purposes. We had a 28-yard field goal with about 2.5 minutes to go in the game. But man, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, no kidding. For a guy that hasn't played football, Juan is an excellent soccer player on our Owasso Ram team. And as a junior, excited that we could have him around again for another year. But Juan had approached us last spring about possibly getting on the team, and I, gave him access to some footballs and tees and all that, and honestly kind of internally rolled my eyes and like, okay, sure, I mean, everybody always says they want to do it. And it was interesting, just 3 or 4 days a week, he would be up there in the mornings by himself, kicking the ball, working on field goals, working on, extra point type things. And after a while, you're like, this guy at least is serious about it. I mean,
Right.
he's coming up all the time. And then you just start watching a little bit. You know very quickly that the ball comes off his foot a little differently than it does a lot of other people. And so he's got that natural pop with the ball.
Right.
And the cool thing that's been Juan has just been committed to becoming a good football player, a good kicker in our game. He's not just a soccer player that wanted to just get a few
Sure.
kicks in. He's actually trying to become a weapon for us, and he's done a great job of that.
Yeah, he's done that, no doubt, and getting it done in that pressure moment, sending the Rams to, as we mentioned, third state title game in the last 4 seasons, fourth time coach in 8 seasons of coaching the Rams for you. So before we get into our opponent, I want to take a step back. Why don't you tell us what it means for this squad to have a chance, like we mentioned, to play in the last game of the season? That's what you work for all year long.
Absolutely. And, we've had so many of our players over the years. I'm talking about these guys that have grown up in our system. They know that we start from the very beginning. We don't put goals on the board like some people do. We don't say we're trying to be district champion or we're trying to be, conference or state champions. And yeah, do we want to be the state? 100%. But what we've said for years is the goals that have served us well are for us to get in the playoffs. And so that's the first priority. Get in. We got to be in it to have any kind of chance. So we got to get in. We got to qualify. And then we say goal number 2 is to get hot. Just get to playing at a level that you're playing successfully and you got a little bounce going into the playoffs. And so get in, get hot, and then they know our third goal is win the last game, because if you do, that just allows you to keep winning as long as there are games to play. And winning that last game is that championship game. And so, it kind of comes naturally. But when we talk about the last game, that's why it's important to us, because we just keep trying to go 1-0 each week, try to go 1-0 each week. And if you do, you get to the end and look up, and you might be playing in that last game.
Yeah, and that's what the Owasso Rams are doing, and facing a familiar opponent, 8th time in the last 4 years these two
Yeah, how about that?
have played. So getting very familiar with the Bixby Spartans. You've mentioned they're one of the top teams in the country for a reason, and it's the age-old question, Coach. But what do the Bixby Spartans seem to know that nobody else has been able to figure out?
Well, certainly, Coach Montgomery and his staff have been together a long time. They've been able to put continuity as you find those opportunities and systems that work for you and build success. You're able to gain confidence. And so as you gain confidence, the next team comes up and they've had that same kind of experience, and little by little your culture just gets built to be, this is the way we do it and this is the expectations. One things that I've said for a lot of years that goes maybe unthought about with maybe general population, but see, what if you can make it to the finals, that's 4 extra weeks that all of your kids are practicing, that people that don't make the playoffs don't get. Well, by the time you get to a young man that's come up as a freshman and he didn't really play, but he was getting 4 more weeks of practice at the end of the season. And then, by the time he gets to be a junior or a senior, he probably has had enough extra practice just from the playoffs that it's almost like an extra year of experience.
Yeah.
Now, it's not that in games, but certainly the guys that are playing are getting game experience as well. And so that's why I think that teams that like us, like Bixby, that if you're consistently getting into that last week, your young men are actually getting to build their experience level to be ahead of the curve of the guys that don't get those kind of games.
Yeah, for sure. Again, what's interesting about the Spartans, Coach, and what can make them so difficult to to cover offensively speaking, is they found a way to share the ball at really an unprecedented rate. Some of the, just looking over their stats, 5 different guys have thrown touchdown passes, 13 different guys have rushed for a touchdown, and 15 have caught a touchdown pass this season. When you're evaluating tape like that, I would guess you almost have to take out the individual player. Maybe last week, you could key a little bit on a KD Jones type. But when you're looking at tape like that, you almost have to just focus on the schematics of it, right? And because you can't key on 15 different guys in the passing game. It's just, especially when you're working in the span of 4 or 5 days to prepare for a game, that's got to be a bit of a challenge.
Well, it can be if you let it. And so that's one of the things they're really good at, is they're good at doing what they do offensively. They put up big numbers. They put up a lot of statistical success. A lot of players get to touch the ball and make plays through the course of that season. The thing you will remind ourselves of, though, is there's only one football. We're only going to play with one football at a time on Saturday night. And you're like, they're not going to be able to do all of those things. They're going to have that in their repertoire. They're going to have those in their playbook. But what we have to do is stop a play at a time. And Coach Neal is so good about when we talk about playing defense, it's get them on the ground and let's play another play. Let's find a way to make a tackle and make them play another play. Those are the kind of the mindset we have to have going into this. We're not playing the 2022 Bixby team and the 23 Bixby team and the 2024 Bixby team. We're actually playing this year, this squad one time for a state championship. And so part of that is a little bit of self-hypnosis, but it's also the reality of trying to understand that when people play us, they're not playing our tradition. They're playing the team that we bring to the table. And, do we want to build on that tradition? 100%. We're going to use that to our advantage. And so does Bixby.
It's the old Hoosiers. The court is still 94 feet long, right?
Yeah.
It's that whole thing. And Coach, as far as the Owasso Rams go, there's not much more we can say that hasn't already been said about this team. They've played with tremendous leadership all season long. Statistically speaking, you've got some pieces in that puzzle that I have no doubt that you enjoy coaching every week. And I would imagine you feel pretty good about the prospects of this team going and finding a way.
Well, I just love this team, and that's easy, again, words to say, but these are young men that are together. They care about one another. They are willing to buy into what coaches have led them to do. This is really a players team. These are players taking care of players, players teaching players, players holding players accountable. And it's really given us an opportunity to grow even more so this year than what a lot of seasons that we've been able to do. So, I think this team's capable of doing lots of great things they already have. And, hopefully we'll do a good job of showing up and putting it out there on Saturday night.
Well, Coach, for the final time, let's take a look at our Pathway Church Pathway to Victory here on Championship Saturday.
Well, I think on any kind of playoff game, you've got to have an opportunity to take care of the football. That doesn't change. We've got to be able to get a couple of takeaways and secure the football. I think we've got to be able to defend the run, not let them just grind it out on us. And then obviously we've got to find ways to get first downs and touchdowns. And that seems like a cliche, but we've got to be able to move the ball successfully and get some of those chunk plays. But it all comes down to somebody's going to be able to run the football, and hopefully we can defend it.
That's your Pathway Church Pathway to Victory. Thanks, Coach, and thanks for being a great sport all year long. Let's go get one more, okay?
Absolutely, Jared. Thank you, brother.
That's Coach Bill Blankenship, head coach of the Owasso Rams. When we come back, we'll welcome in the duo of Steve and Grant Mowry, that and more, as we get you closer to kickoff here on Championship Saturday. More to come here on the First United Mortgage pregame show. You're listening to Ram Football on the Owasso Sports Network.
This is Ray Adcock with Christian Brothers Automotive in Owasso. At Christian Brothers Automotive, we send you photos and videos and diagnostic equipment screenshots and follow that up with an explanation. Because film don't lie. A photo's worth 1,000 words, and seeing it is believing it. For us, being honest is paramount. Earning your trust is the most important thing to us. We may not have always gotten it right the first time, but we've always tried to be transparent about everything we've done. So thank you, Owasso, for letting us serve your family by servicing your family car.
Imagine a free checking account that finally fits your vibe. No weird rules, no stress, just simple freedom. Visit okcu.org to learn more.
Hey Owasso, you know these guys are big Ram fans. Before you take another Ram road trip, make sure your car is ready to go with a visit to your local Robertson Tire. From new tires to oil changes and so much more, the Robertson family has you covered. Visit them at 8431 Owasso Expressway or find one of their 14 locations all across the Tulsa Metro.
Robertson Tire. Keep rolling with Robertson.
Hey Tulsa, Coach Bill Blankenship here. Just like on the football field, car accidents can hit you hard. And when that happens, you need a team you can trust. Tulsa Accident Care Center has the best playbook for your recovery. With licensed physicians and personalized treatment plans, they'll help you get back in the game faster and with no out-of-pocket cost to you. So when life tackles you with an auto accident, call Tulsa Accident Care Center, where your recovery is our victory.
Call 918-888-8080 or visit tulsaaccidentcare.com today.
When it comes to family dinner, Waldo's Chicken makes everyone happy. Kids love the hand-breaded tenders and creamy mac and cheese. Parents love the deal. Every Tuesday, kids eat free with the purchase of an adult entry. Whether you are craving sandwich, wings, or fresh salad, Waldo's has something for everyone. With 3 Tulsa area locations open 7 days a week, plus catering for any event, Waldo Chicken serves up flavor and smiles. Waldo's, where family favorites are made fresh every day.
Well, good evening and welcome into the Christian Brothers Automotive Broadcast booth. As we are here on the campus of the University of Central Oklahoma, Chad Richardson Stadium, for the Class 6A1 state championship between the number 1 ranked Bixby Spartans and the number 3 ranked Owasso Rams. I'm Steve Mowry. Alongside with me here this evening, Grant Mowry, Rob Williams working over the numbers. Jordan Corfage will be our sideline reporter on the field, and your Owasso Sports Network crew bringing you the action audio-wise here this evening. A great evening for football, a bit foggy, cool weather, but a fantastic facility here on the campus of UCO. Grant, you're very familiar with this, but this is a deja vu situation. The Rams and Spartans played on this very field for the state championship last year, and the Rams one play shy of being able to claim the state championship as that game went into overtime. As we get ready for the national anthem, we'll take our first time out.
Life is always in our ear about opportunities, exploring them, seizing them, taking a moment to breathe them in. When speed is crucial and completion is the end goal.
We gotta move a little faster.
But sometimes completion isn't the end, but the next beginning. Tulsa's first, Tulsa's only, Level 1 Trauma Center.
Yo, my guy, trying to get some bread. I need that moolah for my new drip, you feel me? It's low-key urgent.
He's trying to do a withdrawal. Bet broski, you finna lock in that cheddar and glow up real quick.
Hey, I see you, Granny.
Christian Brothers Automotive broadcast booth here in our First United Mortgage pregame. At First United Mortgage, they have solutions to meet your financing needs. Whether you are buying or building a home, there are a number of lending options to provide you with the funds you need for the home you want. Here in our Christian Brothers Automotive broadcast booth, from check engine light diagnostics to full engine repair services, go see Ray Adcock and his team at Christian Brothers Automotive in Owasso. Well, Grant, I hope the timing of the Owasso Rams tonight is better than my timing there, as I got caught in the middle of the national anthem. But as we get into our pregame and we look at this matchup, the Rams with a big win last week over Jinx. Had a big lead, 26-0, but the Trojans, they fought back, and the Rams were able to continue to fight through that game. It was a game of big plays, defensively, offensively, and Owasso comes away with a 39-36 win over the Jinx Trojans.
Well, and I think what people have asked us all week is what kind of happened to the Rams after that fast start. Well, the end of the first quarter happened, and we flipped into that win we were playing against last week. We mentioned it several times, but unless you were there, you don't understand. So basically, whoever had that win is who had the offensive big bonus last week, and so able to do that. But tonight, we're looking here. We've got a pretty good breeze, but nothing like we had last week. And like you said, overall, just good winter weather here.
And you talk about that wind. It was Juan Razzo with a kick with the wind. If he's going into the wind with what we had last Friday night over at Catoosa, that could have been a much different set of circumstances. But as it was, the Rams able to lock down defensively. They locked down Katie Jones in that game. He was held to, I think, ended up with 58 yards total after having 160 yards rushing before. But Jaden Hall, what a game that he had against Jinx. 102 yards rushing, a tough night throwing the football, but the Rams also very special on special teams.
Well, and you talk about holding Katie Jones to those numbers, and I think that's a big asterisk on this Owasso football team this year is from week one to now, the improvement we've seen from this Ram defense and just how they've been able to improve in each position across the board. And kind of excited to see how we match up tonight. Everybody talks about this Bixby offense, which is no doubt just a great, well-coached, and great athlete all across the board there. But I'm excited to see how we've improved and how we match up again tonight.
Of course, Lauren Montgomery, the longtime head football coach at Bixby, he was an offensive coordinator under Alan Trimble over at Jinx for many years. But Lauren Montgomery has 10 state championships overall with Bixby, 7 in a row. The last time that Bixby lost a state championship game was back in 2017 against Booker T. Washington, as the Hornets were able to win that 6A2 championship 28-21. And they have been on a roll, but Grant, you and I have had a chance to talk with Coach Blankenship and you and I throughout the week. We feel like that the Rams have an opportunity to come in and match up with the Spartans. The Spartans coming in with a 49-17 victory over the Broken Arrow Tigers. But if you watch that game, the Tigers were within striking distance for 3 quarters of that ball game.
Yeah, the Tigers played a great game. I think in the passing game, the Rams have a better chance against the Spartan defense. I think through 3 quarters, I think Broken Arrow threw 4 interceptions last week. And that was, that's the thing you and I talk about. When you play the Spartans, you need them to give you a turnover.
Yeah.
And you can't create turnovers yourself. And I think those are going to be big things this evening.
Yeah, Broken Arrow really didn't have the ability to throw the football, 4 interceptions in that game, and yet they were still close. Their defense played extraordinary in that second half, but Bixby was able to become Bixby in that 4th quarter. That's the thing. I said Broken Arrow played 3 really good quarters, but it's a 4-quarter ball game, and you've got to be sure that you bring your A game when you come against the Spartans. You got to know that Coach Montgomery has got some things in his hip pockets that he has been saving for this game right here.
Well, and that's kind of the fun thing about tonight when you reach a point like this. Both teams offensively, there are plays in that playbook that both teams have practiced all year long. And tonight, there's just no holding back. There's no reason to, and tonight's the night you let it all out there on the table. and kind of excited to see what unfolds with that.
Coach Blankenship in his 8th season with the Owasso Rams, and he hasn't had great success against Bixby while here in Owasso, but then again, who has? In the first game of the season, the Battle of the Burbs, the Ram fell to the Spartans 49-21, and that score wasn't as close as it looks, but Grant, you and I, we looked at the, going into the Jinx game, the Jinx Owasso film, we've looked at the Jinx Bixby film, and really we hope that our ball club has grown more throughout the season than Bixby.
Well, Coach Blankenship has talked to us at that coach's breakfast, and from week 1 to now, it's always a race to get better. And I would say, Bixby, obviously, they're Bixby.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good. And I would say as a team, I think we have definitely improved. I don't know that I've seen a Ram football team all around on both sides of the football that has improved from the week 1 to now that I have with this team.
And in week 1, there was a lot of turmoil coming off of last season. You had 4 coaching changes in Tulsa County, new coach at Broken Arrow, new coach at Union, new coach at Jinx, and of course Bill Blankenship. There was a lot of a learning curve there between players and coaches to be able to develop. And I agree with you. Owasso has really grown throughout this season, maybe more than any other team that I've seen.
Well, and you bring up a good point. Ryder Karn leads the team in tackles. However, week 1, or I guess last year in the state championship, Chris Zafaris is one of our 2 starting running backs, and he makes the switch to linebacker, and he's going to have a learning curve there. I know he's probably played it in the youth, but not at this level. And what he's been able to do, and that's just one example for this team that just didn't have that experience there against the 6A level like we're competing with tonight.
That'll lead us into our Pathway Church Pathway to Victory. Discover, develop, and deploy your purpose in life. Focus on discipleship and spiritual growth at Pathway Church every Sunday at First Bank of Owasso on 86 and Garnett. And Grant, outside of the obvious penalties, can't have penalties, you can't do turnovers, what would be your Owasso Ram pathway to victory here this evening?
I think it all comes down to the offensive line and Jaden Hall. I think that we've seen Bixby all season long able to make teams one-dimensional as they shut down the run game. And if Owasso can keep that run game going, it kind of throws a wrinkle into what Bixby's been able to do all year long with the defense and how they've adjusted. But I really think if we can get Jaden Hall going and just make it a 2-dimensional offense for the Rams, that's going to be a big start.
The Bixby Spartans have taken the field. The Owasso Rams, we're awaiting them to come out of the locker room. We will give you the Jersey Mike's uniform report. Look good, eat good, and play good. Get it Mike's way at Jersey Mike's in Owasso. As we look at the Bixby Spartans across the field, they'll be in their all-white uniforms with the blue numerals and the red outline with the blue helmets, and Bixby on the side with the Spartan in their logo. The Rams are coming out in their red jerseys with white numerals and the gray pants here tonight, the new grays, and then the traditional Owasso Ram red helmet with the white horn on the side. Beautiful evening here in Edmond, Chad Richardson Stadium. It's a little cool. Grant, you and I have been over here a couple of times when it's been cold. It's not the blistery cold that we have been in the past. It's a very comfortable football night. As you and I were walking into the stadium, the wind coming out of the south at a pretty good pace. Don't know the way that this field sits down in the bowl, if that will come in to effect here this evening. It certainly won't come into effect as much as it did last Friday night over in Catoosa.
Yeah, I just don't think the weather is going to be a factor like it was last week. I just think tonight's about just sticking to your game plan. I don't think there's anything to adjust with the surroundings, the weather, the wind. As we look at the flags blowing out of the south, but they're up above where the goalpost flags don't seem to be moving as much.
For the Owasso Rams, Drew Frankenfield, he started out slow, but he has become the typical Drew Frankenfield that we thought he would be. Over 2,300 yards passing, 60% in the passing game, 21 touchdowns. And then Jaden Hall in the rushing game, 1,796 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 5 touchdowns in the receiving game. Then you look at the threats out on the edge. We look to see Julius Wilson get more involved here tonight. 790 yards with 11 touchdowns. And Tay Bethel, who had a fantastic week last week against the Jinx Trojans, He has 694 yards with 5 touchdowns on the season. Last week, 8 receptions for 131 yards. I mean, you talk about the weapons that Bixby has. Owasso's been fortunate enough to stay healthy all season long, and they come in with weapons as well on their offensive side.
Well, you talk about Julius Wilson, and if you'd have told me last week that Julius Wilson would just have a couple targets and maybe a catch for not very much, and that we would still win that game, I would have been shocked. And the use of Tay Bethel last week and his underneath ability and his athleticism, I think that's all keys to tonight's game. You talk about it, you've got Jaden Hall, the offensive line. There was a big question mark from last year to this year. They've definitely proven themselves, and I think since week 1, those guys have really grown. And so with Jaden Hall, the offensive line, the Julius Wilson, Tay Bethel, the decision-making of Drew Frankenfield has been probably one of the biggest things we've seen, where coaches really getting to what you hope for. You're getting to trust your quarterback, and you're watching Drew make decisions at the line of scrimmage, maybe making some play call adjustments, making audibles. He's seeing things now that he did not earlier in the season, and coaches are trusting him and letting him use his mental ability on that, and I like those adjustments.
You know, one of the things that Bill Blankenship brings to the table as well, Grant, is he has a pretty good resume in coaching quarterbacks, including one himself, having been at Spiro and then the University of Tulsa, but he's had a lot of good quarterbacks at the high school and college level, including his offensive coordinator, Josh Blankenship, and then this year, the defensive coordinator, Steve Neal. They really have grown throughout the season. I really look for this to just be another heavyweight boxing matchup similar to what we saw last year here on this very field.
Well, I think so too, kind of like we expected last week. I just don't think at any point anybody's going to be out of this game. I expect it to be a tight race. One thing I do expect tonight with this Bixby offense is we're going to give up big plays.
Yep.
And they're going to happen. And I think what I like about this Ram defense is they keep continuing to pursue. They don't give up. They don't hang their heads. These guys are here to play as a team, and I think that's what gives us that, at least a boost. I won't say the edge, but I think that gives this team every bit of a chance.
Want to thank our friends at Waldo's Chicken, the official watch party of Owasso football. Don't miss a moment of Owasso football this season. Head to Waldo's Chicken and enjoy the action on 15 TVs, paired with unbeatable specials all night long. That's Waldo's Chicken, the official watch party home of Owasso football. Teams coming out onto the field. Owasso has won the toss. They will kick off right to left on your, we'll call it the radio dial.
On your YouTube dial.
Your YouTube dial, that's right. So they have deferred to the second half, and Bixby will send Braden Presley back. He's going to head to Oklahoma State University. A lot of signings this week. However, there were more flips than you in the commitment day than you'd see at Waffle House. So we'll try to get you updated on some of that. A nice high kickoff. It's going to be fielded by Presley at the 2-yard line. He's out to the 10. He's wrapped up near the 20-yard line, finally taken down, and Bixby will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Looking at the starting lineup for the Rams defensively, it'll be Taj Overton, Christian Turner, and Ben Duggins on the defensive line. Your linebackers will be Chris Safaris, Ryder Karn, Cam Miller, the corners A.J. Roberts Jr., and Cole Campbell, and then in the deep secondary, Christian Colazzo, Carter Langendorfer, and Peyton LeGrand. Connor Kirby in at quarterback. They like to run a 2-quarterback system. Kirby shifts a player from right to left in the slot, 2 receivers. Now Cord Nolan goes out to the left. They're looking back for Presley here on the near side. It's a stop, and he makes the catch just shy of the 35-yard line. So a quick first down here on the near side. Cole Campbell in coverage. Now Colton Subbeck will substitute in on the defensive line. A 4-man front now. Empty backfield for Kirby. He'll bring Jason Mall behind him. Cord Nolan, the age, over behind the left tackle. Now Nolan comes in motion. Fake the handoff. Quick throw out to the right side. Catch is made by Snyder. He gets away from Roberts. Gets away from a second tackler, and he's going to be up for another first down. That's Emery Snyder, just a quick throw out on the left side. He had plenty of room. to make a move and get another first down.
Well, you don't see that much out of A.J. Roberts, just kind of dives and misses the tackle.
Now 3 receivers to the right, ball at the Ram 49-yard line. Quick throw out here to the near side. It's bobbled for a moment. Catch is made, and good blocking by the outside receiver as Nathan Gonzalez fights for yardage. Got 6, maybe 7 on the play as they will mark the ball at the Owasso 42-yard line. 2nd and 3. This might be an area where the Rams try to dial up some pressure. But Kirby's been getting the ball out of his hands very quickly. Now 4 receivers out on the left side. Gonzalez in motion, left to right, in the backfield. Now he'll go back out to the left. A quick throw out to Gonzalez. He's got blockers in front and numbers as he's going to have enough for a first down before A.J. Roberts is able to bring him down at the Ram 38-yard line. Another first down for the Spartans.
Yeah, Bixby just doing kind of a just typical swing pass, just trying to get the ball in an athlete's hand, let him make the moves after the catch.
They'll go tempo, 2 receivers to the right. Fake the handoff, looking over the middle. Kirby lost one over on the outside, and the catch is made by Cord Nolan, and it's a touchdown. Bixby Spartans on their first drive of the game, and Grant, they made that look easy.
Yeah, you got Peyton LeGrand out in coverage out there. Nolan just runs like a simple flag route towards the first pylon of the end zone. Rams look to be in a good position, just unsure of kind of the botch there. I think that's just Peyton LeGrand just missed up on a coverage there.
So they'll line up for the extra point. Let's see if they do kick. Indeed, they will line up for the extra point. Tao, the kicker. The hold is down, the kick is up. And immediately out of the gate, it's Bixby driving down the field for the first score of the game. 10:51 to go here in this first quarter. The Spartans 7, the Rams 0.
Okay, gang, the game is tomorrow. Where's Rambo? Has anybody seen Rambo? Oh, come on, let's go. Come on, go find him.
Hey, Coach B, we're going to need your help.
We got a season to play. You haven't been out here. Get that look off your face and let's get to work. This way. That way. Fast, 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 fast. Whoop. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, you're good at other things.
Welcome back here in the Christian Brothers Automotive broadcast booth as the Spartans are able to drive the field 78 yards in 5 plays in 1 minute 19 seconds. And it's a 38-yard touchdown pass from Connor Kirby to Cord Nolan, and the Spartans jump out in front 7-0. And really, Grant, they didn't do anything fancy. The Rams just trying to match up numbers and got to tackle better. Here's the kickoff, and this will be fielded in the end zone, so the Rams will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Let's look at the starting offense for the Owasso Rams. Up front at left tackle is Brooks Barron. The left guard is Hunter Goodenow. The center, Nix Rosas. The right guard, Darryl Chop Green. The right tackle is Sean Kellogg. The wide receivers, Tay Bethel, Colby Whiteman, and Julius Wilson. The tight end is Colton Sudbeck, Jaden Hall, the running back, and Drew Frankenfield, the quarterback. First snap, Frankenfield looking for room up the middle, and he's going to be met rudely for a loss on the play of 3 as Cord Nolan, who made the touchdown catch, makes the tackle, and it'll be a loss. They'll mark it as 1 on the play, so that'll bring up 2nd and 11. 2 receivers out to the right. Hall, the running back. Hand off to Hall. He fakes the reverse, tries to get to the outside, avoids a tackler, gets upfield, and he'll be knocked out of bounds after a gain of 5 on the play. Gets the loss and some extra yardage back. Able to avoid a tackler for some extra ground, and the Rams immediately looking at a 3rd down. We'll call it 3rd and 6 from their own 24-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hall in the backfield. We had movement on the line, and the Rams are going to lose 5 yards. And, Grant, that's what we talked about. The Rams have had a problem all season long with penalties. They've got to shore that up tonight, and they can't get behind the chains.
No, you're right. We talk about you got to control what you can control, and you got to be able to know the snap count. You got to hold your water. I know emotions and tensions are running high right now, but that is exactly what you can't have happen against the Spartans.
So that takes away the 5 yards that Jaden Hall has gained. Instead of 3rd and 6, it's 3rd and 11. 3 receivers to the left. Hall in motion. Big pocket downfield looking for Tay Bethel, and jumping through Bethel is the defender, Braden Presley, and there's no flag on the play. Grant, I thought that was an easy call as Bethel was in position to make the catch. It looked like Presley went over the upper part of his body.
No, I agree. Tay Bethel runs a nice just post route over the UCO logo in the middle of the field. Good throw by Drew Frankenfield, and I'm with you. It looked like contact was definitely early.
Malachi Thomas, the punter, gets a line drive punt away. Presley will field that at the 45. Rams try to get around him, and he'll be tripped up as he gets near midfield. The tackle made by Ryder Karn. And it'll be a short field for the Spartans as they drove 78 yards on that first drive in 5 plays, and now the Rams unable to convert for a first down.
Well, just like we talked about last week against Broken Arrow, just nothing too fancy from the Spartan offense so early. Just kind of what you call a base defense for the Rams and things that you practice on, and just looks like we're already playing on our heels a little bit early, just not settled in, ready to go.
So quickly onto the field, empty backfield. Maul now will shift next to Kirby. A lot of motion going on here, and they're going to overload the right side. Presley in the slot. Snyder, the outside receiver. They'll hand off to Maul. He's going to try to get to the outside, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 yards before he's tackled there by Ryder Karn and Christian Turner on the tackle. Gain of 3 on the play, brings up 2nd and 7. Ball at the Owasso 48-yard line. Rams trying to match substitutions. Into the game, Colazzo. Sudbeck will come out. Hand off to Maul. Tries to go to the right. Gets behind his big tackle. He's going to have enough for a first down as he gets into the secondary before he's tackled there. Cam Miller on the tackle. And right now, Grant, the Ram defense not showing any resistance as Bixby is winning the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you're going to need a bigger game out of Christian Turner and Taj Overton. Need some pressure up front.
Fake the throw out to the right, and then Presley, we saw that play in the first game. He's got the catch, avoiding defenders, finally tackled at the 22-yard line. Christian Turner.
Fortunately for us, Presley does a job of dancing back to the inside and cutting through. Really doesn't gain any extra after the catch, but another good play and first down for the Spartan offense.
1st and 10, Bixby at the Owasso 23-yard line. Motion everywhere on the field right now. Maul behind 2 receivers out to the left side. Now Kirby will come back up to the line of scrimmage and get the play call from the sideline. Essentially, you'll end up with 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, Maul the running back. They fake to Maul, throw out to the left side. And again, the Rams are behind the sticks. A great hit. The ball is out. It's going to be a Ram turnover. The Rams come up with the turnover.
And just like you asked for, you need to generate turnovers. And as Bixby's moving the football after a quick score, the Rams come up with a huge momentum shift and get the football back.
Catcher DeHart fumbles the football, and that's the play we needed.
Rams will start out here on their own 11-yard line.
Carter Langendorfer headed to the University of Tulsa comes up with the fumble recovery. Rams offense back out on the field from their own 11-yard line. Quick throw here to the near side. Catch by Julius Wilson. He's going to turn upfield before he's knocked out of bounds. That'll be enough for a first Bank of Owasso 1st and 10. That was one of the points you brought on the way over, Grant.
Well, you love to see that with Julius Wilson getting involved in the game early. Making a big first down conversion, getting out of the own shadow of our own end zone here.
First Bank of Owasso 1st and 10. Hand off to Bethel here on the near side. Tries to get to the outside, but he's going to be tackled there by Cord Nolan. Gain of maybe 2 on the play.
Just a simple jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room here on the near side. Tay Bethel able to get those 2 yards.
2nd and 8. Ball at the Ram 26-yard line. 2 receivers out to the right. Frankenfield looks over to the right side. The catch is made by Wilson, but he's tackled immediately. Maybe a gain of 3 on the play, as Wilson already with more catches than he had last week against Jinx. That'll bring up 3rd down. Call it 3rd and 5 from the Owasso 29-yard line. Frankenfield with 2 receivers to his left. Hall, the running back. Frankenfield looks over to the right side, finds Julius Wilson, makes a catch as he's being harassed there by the defender, but a great play by Wilson to use his body, make space, and Gonzalez makes the tackle.
Yeah, good comeback route by Julius, but a really good throw right there on the money by Drew Frankenfield. Wilson, good coverage by the Spartan defense, but Wilson's able to catch it. 1st down Rams.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Bethel in motion. Fake the handoff. Jaden Hall up the middle, looking to go off the left side. Gets about 3, maybe 4 yards as he continues to move the pile forward.
Well, and that's what we talked about, too, with the ability of getting Julius Wilson involved early, the passing game going on early, able to get some running game going as well.
And we have an injury for Bixby. That looks like that is the linebacker, Nance, that is down on the field. And so with 6:57 to go here in the first quarter, we'll take a timeout. It's Bixby 7, Owasso 0.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and...
Welcome back as the Rams looking at 2nd and 8. Maverick Nance, a 6'1", 217-pound senior, able to walk off the field. Quick throw here to the near side. Got some room. Across the 50.
You and I talked about it, getting Colton Sudbeck going in the game. We've talked about it all season long. He's a great weapon, good-bodied tight end. Had some unfortunate circumstances just catching the ball lately, but he's active here early.
That'll be a first make of Owasso, 1st and 10, into Bixby territory at the 46-yard line. Frankenfield with Hall at the running back. Frankenfield under pressure. He's got room to run. He'll take off, gets to the outside, and he'll be tackled there as he crosses the 40-yard line. The tackle made by Nathan Hobbs. Grant, we've got to see some of that from Drew Frankenfield here tonight. I don't want him to be the leading rusher in the game, but he's got to keep those linebackers drawn up and open up some coverage.
Well, he does a good job, good decision-making. We talk about that, the adjustments he's made as the season's gone. Good call, Drew.
2nd and 4. Frankenfield hands off to Hall, tries to go off the right side, and they're trying to push him forward. It's a scrum inside the 40, down to the 40, to the 39, and they'll blow it dead there. Thought they might continue to move the pile. 1 yard gain on the play. Now the Rams looking at a 3rd and 3. It may be 4 down territory, Grant. It'll be interesting to see. Prefer not to make that decision. Just go ahead and get the 1st down. Frankenfield.
We got movement on the right tackle.
Again, another critical penalty. They're all critical, but when you're looking at a 3rd and 3 against the Bixby defense and you give them 5 yards and back it up into a 3rd and 8, those are very detrimental when you're moving the football.
Well, you're right. You have all the momentum. You've only got a short 3rd down conversion. You mentioned possibly 4 down territory. And again, just kind of those early emotions kind of showing here.
So 3rd and 8 from the 44-yard line. 3 receivers out to the right. Whiteman here to the left. Frankenfield in the pocket. He's going to look at pressure. Throws across the middle. The catch is made by Tay Bethel inside the 30-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first make of Owasso. 1st and 10.
It's a great job by Drew Frankenfield. Bixby runs a nice stun up the middle, good pressure up front, but Drew sits up in the pocket, makes a great throw down on a slant route to Tay Bethel, a good first down conversion.
Under 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Rams trailing 7-0, but they've been able to put a drive here together on the fumble by catcher DeHart. Frankenfield fakes the handoff, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield as there were just too many white shirts. Coming off the edge was Trey McLaughlin that time, and really that was the best decision by Frankenfield to just tuck the ball and go down. It'll be a loss of 5 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 15 from the Bixby 35-yard line. See what offensive coordinator Josh Blankenship decides to run in this situation. Don't have to get it all back, but certainly like to get half. Frankenfield in the pocket. Looks over to his left. The catch is up and dropped by Colby Whiteman as he had to go up to catch the football, but takes a pretty good hit from Tyler Wright.
Yeah, just a little bit of a high pass. Simple comeback route by Whiteman, but a high pass kind of allows a lot of time for the defender to close on that as well.
So unable to pick up any yardage on that play, brings up 3rd and 15. Bixby going with almost a 4-deep coverage as the Rams waiting on the play call to come in. Now they're set, 2 receivers to each side. Here comes pressure. Frankenfield flushed out of the pocket, but then he throws over the middle, and the catch is dropped by Tay Bethel, and he would have been right at the first down marker. Boy, you don't see that very often out of Tay Bethel.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Tay runs a great just 10-yard, 15-yard in route.
And
a pretty good throw by Drew, just Tay Bethel unable to catch it. Usually he's kind of your playmaker in this situation.
Yeah, Frankenfield very patient in the pocket that time as he was under pressure and put a nice throw right in the chest of Bethel, who was unable to bring it in. So the Rams will go for it on 4th and 15. Frankenfield under pressure, can't get out of it, and he'll be sacked. So it'll be a turnover on downs at the Bixby
We've got a late flag coming in here at the end of the play.
line. This will be a post-play penalty.
Looks to be a personal foul.
Yeah, this looks like it will go against the Spartans.
But really back to it, the Spartan defensive line is really generating all kinds of havoc. So it'll remain Bixby football. But back the Spartans up another 15 yards.
So 3:53 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. It's Bixby 7, Owasso 0. This is Ram Football on your Owasso Sports Network.
The trenches, where roads are won. Ram 1500. Quick, tough, relentless, raw strength, no compromise. Ram HD. Haul more. Tow bigger. Hit harder. These are Ram Power Days. Jim Glover Dodge.
Welcome back here in the Christian Brothers Automotive Broadcast booth. Want to thank our first quarter sponsor, First Church. First Church of Owasso, where we love Jesus and love like Jesus. Visit First Church with 3 worship times on Sundays or online at firstchurchok.com. So Bixby will come out after holding the Rams on 4th down, but the 15-yard penalty will back them up to the 24-yard line. Quick throw out here to the near side. Really working the edges, but the Rams haven't covered great this time. Gonzalez with the catch, but there were 4 red jerseys in the vicinity.
Great job by A.J. Roberts. We talked about it earlier in the game, how he missed the tackle on the far sideline, saying that's not really his type of game. Does a great job of sticking with it, making the tackle for a loss of 1 or 2 yards here.
Got to be careful on those, though, Grant, because you keep doing the dinks to the outside and then fake that and go long. You want to make sure you don't let any receivers behind the defense. Now Bixby with 4 receivers to the left. Maul, the running back. Now he'll bring a man in motion, and then he'll go back. Kirby in the pocket, not much pressure. He's going to try to run, throws it across the middle. It's almost picked off. Cole Campbell, if he's able to come up with that, he returns it for 6. Catcher DeHart, the intended receiver, but Cole Campbell had that read all the way.
Well, and credit the defensive line finally getting some pressure here and makes an errant throw from Kirby. A high pass, and Cole Campbell in the vicinity goes right through his hands, had a chance.
So now Bixby looking at their first 3rd and long as the ball spotted at 3rd and 12. Kirby in the pocket, looks to his left, plenty of time, throws over the middle. He's got Emery Snyder who makes the catch, spins away from a defender, coming back to the near side of the field. He's still running as he crosses midfield, finally tackled in Owasso territory at the 47-yard line. Christian Turner and Taj Overton having to come from their defensive line downfield, and Grant just too many blue hats there in the middle.
Well, Emery Snyder is wide open in the middle of the field. Nobody around him. Not sure what happened there in the secondary.
Now another funky formation by Bixby. Gill, the quarterback, fakes the handoff, runs out to the left, but the Rams have that covered.
That's a great job by the Ram defense. As you said, that's a really funky formation. Bixby has about 5 guys in motion, breaking out of a semi-sugar huddle, and a good job pursuit by the Ram defense.
Chris Zafaris in on the tackle. A gain of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 9. Now Kirby back in at quarterback, handoff to Maul, tries to get to the outside and gets maybe 4 yards, and then stutter steps upfield near the first down marker. He's near the line to gain, a yard shy. And so 3rd and 1, and Gill will come back in at quarterback. Takes the snap. He'll run left. Now he's to the right. He's got the first down and then hits the hole, and then he is hit hard by Ryder Karn, but again, not before he's able to get the first down.
You said it. Ryder Karn delivers a good shot, and he's still down on the field.
And there is a timeout on the field, as I believe we have a Bixby Spartan player down. We'll take a timeout as well. It is Bixby 7, Owasso 0.
When it's time to celebrate a sweet Owasso Ram victory, nothing will do quite like nothing but cakes. From personal buntlets to individual buntinis for the entire team, you'll discover a buntload of flavor for every occasion. Visit Nothing Bunt Cakes in Owasso, located in the Smith Farm Marketplace. Nothing Bunt Cakes, proud supporter of Owasso Athletics.
Welcome back. Let's go down to the field to Jordan Corfage. Jordan, give us an injury report if you can.
Yeah, it looked like, as Grant mentioned, I'm not sure that the Bixby player was quite ready for Ryder Karn there and just kind of caught off guard. But after, chat with the medical staff, he's hopped up and hauled a little bit of a limp getting off the field, but he's off the field and looks like we're about ready to start back up here in a minute.
All right, 1:37 to go here in this first quarter. Owasso trailing 7-0 as the Spartans were able to score right out of the gate. Their first touchdown. The Rams have been able to put together a drive but could not overcome a couple of drop passes and then a sack. Bixby on this drive started at their own 24, now at the Owasso 33-yard line. 1st and 10. Kirby looks to the near side. Now he's going to pull the ball down and try to run, but he slips as he was looking at Ben Duggins and Taj Overton. I would probably slide down as well.
So I'm not sure if that's a slip as much as a business decision there. Good coverage in the secondary.
Short loss on the play. Brings up 2nd and 11. Kirby, quick snap. Under pressure, breaks out of it, tries to throw it across the middle, and it's almost intercepted again. Someone was able to grab the arm of Kirby, and there was Carter Langendorfer in the vicinity. Cord Nolan, the intended receiver, as the pass falls incomplete. Now 3rd down and 11, and Grant, this is the down the Rams have to get off the field. However, much like for Owasso, this may be 4-down territory for the Spartans. Kirby in the pocket with pressure. Throwing way downfield. This one's going to hang up, and it's picked off. A.J. Roberts picks it off in the end zone. Kirby just lofts that one up and expected his receiver to run under it, but it looked like it was more intended for Roberts than it was for Snyder. The Rams come up with their second turnover of the game here in the first quarter.
When you said it, Kirby takes the snap, doesn't even take a drop, just throws a fade route to the corner of the end zone. And A.J. Roberts is under it the whole time. Great job, catches it, takes a knee. And Rams will start over here on their own 20.
Rams offense back out on the field. Frankenfield in the pocket. Going to go over to that right side. He's got a receiver, and the catch is just out of reach of Julius Wilson.
Wilson's able to get a hand on it, just unable to come down with the football. Pretty good throw again. Drew Frankenfield seems to be on tonight on all his throws. Going to need some Ram wide receivers to make a big play.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Under 1 minute to go here in this first quarter. 54 seconds to be exact. Two receivers to the left. Jaden Hall, the running back. Fake the handoff to Hall. Sudbeck underneath. He's got a couple of blockers. Turns his head upfield. Crosses the 30, the 35, and he's brought down at the 38-yard line. The tackle is made by the previously injured Maverick Nance, and that'll be a First Bank of Owasso 1st and 10. Rams running tempo. Come up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Sudbeck able to advance to the Owasso 38-yard line. Bethel in motion. High snap. Hall. We're just not getting much movement on that right side. That play is blown up from the beginning. Sean Kellogg has his hands full over there as the penetration is coming immediately as the Rams try to hand the ball off.
Yeah, it just seems like the Ram offensive line's really having some trouble down in the trenches here in the early going.
2nd and 12. Frankenfield in the pocket. Good protection this time. Rolls out to his right. Looks downfield, got Tay Bethel, and then Bethel is rocked face mask to face mask. The tackle made there again by Trey McLaughlin, but Bethel, sure-handed, makes the catch.
Makes a great catch, and immediately he knows to get down. His contact is coming.
And that will take us to the end of this first quarter. Owasso with the football and driving as they trail the Bixby Spartans here in this Class 6A1 state championship. It's Bixby 7, Owasso 0.
Imagine a free checking account that finally fits your vibe. No weird rules, no stress, just simple freedom. Visit okcu.org to learn more.
Welcome back here at the beautiful stadium, Chad Richardson Stadium, here on the campus of the Broncos, University of Central Oklahoma, your old stomping ground.
Some of the former alumni as the Bronchos.
Bronchos?
As we like to throw the H in there.
Okay. Well, look at the numbers here in this first half. Grant, you and I thought that Owasso would be able to run the football. That's not the case here in this first quarter. 9 carries for Jaden Hall. Most of that yardage gained is by Frankenfield. He's 9 carries for 4 yards. Frankenfield 7 of 11 for 85 yards, 89 total yards in the first quarter. Bixby has 6 carries for 28 yards, but most of their gain has been through the air. Connor Kirby is 9 of 12. Yes, that's correct. Carson Kirby, 9 of 12 for 132 yards. 160 total yards, 89 for Owasso. Rams looking at first down. They're going to go long, and this ball's going to should have been picked off. Julius Wilson pulled up in his route, Grant, and just a miscommunication there.
Yeah, I think what you've got is a choice route there where depending on what the safety does, I think Drew reads it early and has a different communication there as Wilson makes a comeback route and Drew throws the fade route.
So pass falls incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Frankenfield fakes the handoff. Now he's going to follow Hall up the middle. He's got some room. Flag is down in the backfield. Frankenfield inside the 15, inside the 10. And let's see what we got here. They're going to say holding against the Rams. The first really big breakaway play for Owasso, and there's a flag on the play.
See Coach Blankenship down there trying to encourage his guys. Hey,
That's right.
Let's not get down. That's a big play. You're going to take it away, but hey, let's get back and keep firing. What looked like what was a great play, too, it looked like we had Julius Wilson again or Tay Bethel open on the far side, but Drew makes a great decision because he sees things that we don't and makes a good call. A quick hold, I mean, as Drew really didn't hang on to the football very long.
That's exactly right, and it was on the left side, and Frankenfield took off toward the right side. Jaden Hall happened to be standing there, saw him coming, and turned and threw a really good block that freed up Frankenfield down inside the 10-yard line. But Coach B knows those are the things that we are capable of doing here this evening. 2nd and 20, Frankenfield with the snap. Looking for the screen. Sudbeck trying to get to the outside. He'll be tripped up by Snyder for a loss of 3.
Yeah, a nice tight end screen there. Good play, but Snyder comes breaking through. Really unblocked, doesn't he? Really just a good read by Snyder and a good defensive play.
This is going to be a long 3rd down here for Owasso. 3rd and 23 from their own 32-yard line. 3 receivers out to the right. Frankenfield with Hall to his right in the backfield. And we're going to take our time and look over to the sideline. Julius Wilson in lone coverage over on the far side of the field. Frankenfield back in the pocket, under pressure, able to avoid. Sprints to the right, throws it underneath to Jaden Hall. He cuts back into the inside, and he'll bull his way forward near the 50-yard line. Grant, he didn't get it all back, but he got about 15 yards.
Again, I mean, that's just a smart play by Drew as he doesn't force the ball downfield trying to get the first down. Good conversion here, and the Rams will try to flip the field, give Bixby a long field coming back.
Malachi Thomas will go back in punt formation. Check that. I believe that's Bryson Francis. High snap. Francis rolls out to his right. Gets a nice punt off, fielded by Presley at the 20-yard line. Cuts upfield, and the Rams have that covered. Joey Grable in on the tackle, along with Peyton LeGrand, so good punt coverage that time.
Yeah, good coverage here, but good special teams play by the Rams, doing a good job. Able to flip the field here on Bixby, give them a long field as they take over on their own 24-yard line.
So 9:49 to go here in the second quarter. This second quarter brought to you by First Church. First Church of Owasso, where we love Jesus and love like Jesus. Visit First Church with 3 worship times on Sundays or online at firstchurchok.com. Ram defense back out on the field. They forced 2 turnovers there in the first quarter, but were unable to take advantage of either of those. One did stop a Bixby drive. Kirby hands off to Maul, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield by Taj Overton after a gain of maybe 1. That'll bring up 2nd and 9 from the 25-yard line.
Well, and since I've called out our defensive line, they've done a great job of stepping up and creating pressure. That time, Taj Overton gets great penetration.
Now into the game, Mizell Maxon. Also, Jude Rhodes. Kirby. No, it's Gill with the snap. Hands off to Maul. He's got some room on the right side, and he breaks through for a Bixby first down as he crosses the 40-yard line to the 41.
And it's one of those interesting Bixby formations where they break out in motion. Maul sets up in basically a sprinter stance and takes the jet sweep.
1st and 10 Spartans. Kirby now in at quarterback, fakes the handoff, looking downfield. He's under pressure, rolls out to his left. He throws it out here to the near side. Catch is made by Gonzalez, but he's going to be tackled by Carter Langendorfer, who came up from his safety position. Also, Chris Safaris in on the tackle. Gain of 3 on the play, brings up 2nd and 7. 4 receivers out to the right, 3 are stacked in the slot. Quick throw out to the right side. Gonzalez with the catch and the tackle made there. A good
Boy, what a play by A.J. Roberts. He takes on his blocker, shucks him just like you're supposed to, steps inside, makes a big tackle. Bring it up 3rd down and about 4 yards here for the Spartans.
Ball at the Bixby 47-yard line. 3rd down. Kirby, the quarterback. Maul behind him. 2 receivers out to the right. You got Braden Presley here on the near side. Quick throw out to the right side. Catch is made and able to get the first down as he dives out of bounds. Catcher to Hart.
Pass complete to number 2.
And so that'll be a first down for Bixby. And Grant, they're just playing simple. Throw the ball out to the outside. Let your up receiver make the catch.
Well, and they're doing a really good job of blocking downfield by their receivers.
Now they're going to overload the left side. 2 receivers to the left. They're going to send Cord Nolan out to this side. They'll hand off to Maul, who tries to go out to his right. Still fighting for yardage, but I'm not sure he was able to gain anything on the play. The Rams doing a really good job of spilling that to the outside. Colazzo comes up and makes the play along with Christian Turner.
Seemed like the Rams had about 3 guys make contact, but Maul stays on his feet, but you're right, no gain.
2nd and 10. Again, a lot of motion. Heavy to the left side. Watch for the quarterback keeper going right. They'll hand off to Maul coming to his left. He finds a hole, breaks through into the secondary, and A.J. Roberts comes up, and it is a head-on collision, helmet to helmet, and the Rams are going to have an injury on the play. That's Ryder Karn down on the field, so we'll take an injury timeout. 7:07 to go here in the second quarter. It's Bixby 7, Owasso 0.
Oh, I got my order wrong.
This is me, Jessica. And this is
Jessica?
Not my coffee. And my friend said, oh wait, Quick Trip. And she said, you don't have to tell me your name. Please, serve yourself. And I was all, oh, then this happened.
Yeah, someone stole my drink.
That's how I learned Quick Trip has lattes on tap. And I will never have to tell a barista my name again. Quick Trip, raise your coffee bar.
Did you know every major professional sports league uses soft wave therapy? From the NFL and NBA to MLB and the PGA. Top athletes trust it to recover faster, heal injuries, and stay in the game. At Restoration Chiropractic, Owasso graduates Dr. Bryce and Dr. Allie Colt bring that same cutting-edge technology right here to Owasso. SoftWave activates your body's very own resident stem cells to start the healing process in the damaged area. Whether it's the knee you keep putting off surgery on, a herniated disc, or neuropathy in the feet, come get your first session at Restoration Chiropractic for just $50.
When it comes to family dinner, Waldorf Chicken makes everyone happy. Kids love the hand-breaded tenders and creamy mac and cheese. Parents love the deal. Every Tuesday, kids eat free with the purchase of an adult entry. Whether you are craving sandwich, wings, or fresh salad, Waldorf has something for everyone. With 3 Tulsa area locations open 7 days a week, plus catering for any event, Waldorf Chicken serves up flavor and smiles. Waldorf's, where family favorites are made fresh every day.
Welcome back here in Edmond as Ryder Karn, who was in on that play. Jordan, what do you have?
Well, it obviously looks like a lower leg injury, and he's having a hard time putting any weight on it right now. It kind of just looked like he had his foot planted in the ground and got twisted up there on that last play.
All right, 1st and 10 Bixby as they bring Presley in motion left to right. Now they'll bring another man in motion. Try the jet sweep, ball's on the ground, and I think they're going to be a motion penalty against Bixby. Before that started, let's see what the call is going to be. Or was that an incomplete pass? I think maybe he tried to
shuttle it forward.
Toss the ball forward, and it is not a fumble. It's an incomplete pass.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass.
You're welcome. 2nd and 10 for the Spartans. Ball at the Owasso 35-yard line. Now Presley comes over to the near side. Jackson Suggs in coverage. Boy, they just move all over the place. Now 3 receivers out to the right. They send Cord Nolan out to the right. They'll try to throw back behind him. They get it to right. A hold on the play against Roberts. It's not called, but knocked out of bounds is right by Carter Langendorfer. Peyton LeGrand in the vicinity as well. Gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd down. Again, Grant, I love the play defensively. You have to come up and play that, but you've got to watch for a fake quick throw out and then the open receiver downfield. So far, the Rams doing a great job. Now Gill in at quarterback. Takes the snap, hands off. Maul coming out to the near side. The Rams string it out. He's able to break a tackle and get near the 30-yard line. The Rams were not able to maintain the edge. Maul was able to get outside, and the Spartans able to convert that 3rd down.
Well, you said it. You do a good job of spilling it to the edge, but the last guy's got to have contain, and Maul's able to slip outside, get some yardage.
Bixby will go quickly, 1st and 10 at the Owasso 24-yard line. Kirby back in the pocket. Now he's going to pull the ball down and run, and he loses the football for a moment. Did the Rams come up with it? And they're going to say, yes, Owasso football.
Did they signal?
They're still talking about it. The ball was out.
Kirby on the carry for the Spartans.
Looks like they're going to keep it with Bixby.
And they're going to say 2nd down as the ball will stay with the Spartans.
Boy, I mean, we don't have a very good look.
No, it was right at the Owasso sideline. In any case, short gain on the play, 2, brings up 2nd and 8. Kirby sends Nolan over to the right behind his right tackle. Well, he's moving everybody around. Now 2 receivers out to the right. Maul, the running back. Quick throw out to the right side. It's Presley. 2 Ram defenders there. Carter Langendorfer misses a tackle. Chris Ferris is over there to knock him out of bounds.
And we're doing a good job. We've got guys in space. We're doing a good job of getting there and hitting that initial contact. But the Rams really struggling with tackling right now, getting these guys to the ground.
So what looked was going to be about a 3rd and 5 or 6 is a 3rd and 2. Gill back in at quarterback. He's the running quarterback. Takes the handoff, pressure in the backfield. Gill's able to escape, get across the 15-yard line down to the 14.
Don't think he's got enough for the 1st down.
They haven't signaled it yet, and now they do. 1st down, Bixby.
1st down, Spartans.
So substitutions for the Rams. Collazo back in the game. And Kirby back in at quarterback. Also a new running back in. That's Gabe Blankenship. Kirby looking to go long, throws it in underneath. Flag in the backfield. Cord Nolan gets the catch. He's in the end zone. But this one's going to come back as there was holding against Bixby. The touchdown will be nullified.
Yeah, it looks like the right tackle makes a hold right there as Kirby starts to scramble.
That's the 2nd penalty of the game against Bixby. But that comes at a critical time for the Rams. And we'll back the Spartans up to the Owasso 24-yard line. 1st down. 20 to go. 3 receivers out to the right. Now Wright comes in motion, back out to the right. Hand off to Maul. Tries to go off the right side. Breaks back inside before he's wrapped up and corralled down to the ground.
Jason Mole on the carry.
Chris Ferris in on the tackle along with Cam Miller. Short gain brings up 2nd and 15. Under 5 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Now Bixby overload on the right side. Single receiver out to the left. Fake the handoff, quick throw out here to the near side, and it's almost picked off by Jackson Suggs. He jumped nearly in the passing lane.
What a great job by Jackson Suggs jumping that route. I think that'll immediately signal to the Spartans offense maybe a stop and go.
And so we have another injury on the field. While we take a look at that, we'll take a timeout. 4:39 to go here in the second quarter. It's Bixby 7, Owasso 0.
Hey, meteorologist Travis Meyer here, and we're going on up to the First Bank of Owasso camera. And of course, it's Friday night for high school football. Why is the camera moving? Production, can you give me a shot of what's going on? Is that Rambo? Rambo, what are you doing with the camera? You're live right now. Rambo, what are you doing? Are you dancing? Yeah, it's nice that you can dance and all that type of stuff. That's great. You know, it's wonderful. What are you doing? Okay, let's cut this feed. Yeah. Oh.
Welcome back here in the Christian Brothers Automotive broadcast booth. Let's go down for a report from Jordan Corfage.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. Take it back a few plays to that fumble on the sideline. I apologize for not jumping in sooner, guys. There's a lot of folks down here on the sideline. It was really hard to see, but I think that ball just rolled out of bounds before an Owasso player could get on it. It was a play that the officials talked about for a couple minutes. Well, it felt like a couple minutes, but ultimately I think ruling that either it had rolled out of bounds or that an Owasso player was out of bounds when they came in contact with the ball.
All right, Jordan, thank you. As the injured player for Bixby, it appeared to be Cord Nolan, possibly, but he's able to come off the field under his own power. Cord Nolan, a senior. Grant, you and I are going to be glad to see him graduate. He played as a freshman for Bixby. It seems like he's been here for 10 years.
Yeah,
good ball player.
He seems like a super senior, and I'm tired of looking at him because he is a great player.
Headed to Texas Tech to play for the Red Raiders. Big victory today over Brigham Young. Now Bixby comes back out looking at third down. They'll bring Gonzalez in motion. Kirby in the pocket looking downfield, throws underneath, finds his receiver Presley. Tried to dive into the end zone, and they're going to mark him down at the 1 yard line. A.J. Roberts giving up a lot of room that time, Grant, and he's got the end zone behind him. A little bit surprised that he wasn't able to make a break on that play.
I am as well. It looks like Presley just runs a simple 10-yard stop route and comes back.
Kirby stays in the game with Maul behind him. Handoff to Maul, looking to go up the middle, trying to get to the outside. The Rams have him stood up. There's a Ram helmet on the ground. I wonder how that got there. Probably just fell off by itself. Maul unable to get into the end zone.
Stop by number 16, Joey Grable.
Joey Grable in on the tackle. Now they bring Gill, the running quarterback, into the game. Nolan behind him. They shift left. Gill tries to get to the outside, back inside, pushes forward into the end zone. Did he make it? No, they're going to mark him short once again. The Ram defense able to make a stand. It will bring up third down. Thought Gill may have been a little too patient that time and allowed the Ram defense to get penetration. Gill stays in at quarterback. See if Bixby doesn't try to run this once again. May try to fake up the middle and run to the outside, but the Rams are going to commit to the inside. Gill again on the inside, and this time he's in the end zone for the 1 yard touchdown run.
That's a pretty good defensive stand by the Ram defense. Kind of a tough call to stop these Spartans from getting 1 yard, but took every bit of 3 downs to get it done.
So Tao will come on for the extra point attempt. He'll get lined up, wait for the snap. Hold is down and the kick is up as Bixby is able to extend their lead to 2 touchdowns. 3:32 left here in the first half. It's Bixby 14, Owasso 0.
Looking for some iced caffeine, left you in the cold. No one knows why brown water costs as much as liquid gold. told him your name was Brian. Why does this cup say Nicole? But then you found paradise in your cup at the Quick Trip. No regrets to start your day.
Welcome back into the Christian Brothers Automotive broadcast booth. From check engine light diagnostics to full engine repair services, go see Ray Adcock and his team at Christian Brothers Automotive in Owasso. Well, Grant, these are numbers you don't see very often, as Gill with the 1-yard touchdown run extends the Bixby lead 14-0, 17 plays covering 76 yards in 6 minutes and 17 seconds.
And the Rams had a couple opportunities to get off the field there, as almost had what could have been a pick six. But again, Bixby able to finish out a drive. You're right, 17 plays. That's a long drive, and that tells you your defense is playing. Just unable to get that finish.
So the Rams with 3:32 left on the clock here before halftime. If they can get a score here before halftime, that certainly makes the game more interesting. And the kickoff will go into the end zone for a touchback, actually out of the end zone, and Owasso will come out 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, you're really going to rely here on our Ram receivers, is kind of still struggling down in the trenches, getting the offensive line to get a push. Jaden Hall has been what we talked about. Bixby doing a good job of making the Ram offense one-dimensional, as the run game just seems non-existent right now.
And you and I didn't think they'd be able to do that, but Owasso just unable to get Jaden Hall active in the run game. Might look at trying to swing him out a couple of passes, similar to what Bixby has been doing offensively. Quick throw here to Julius Wilson on the near side. He tries to spin back inbounds, but he'll be knocked out at the 23-yard line. They'll give him the 24. So 2nd and 6 for the Rams.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5, Rams.
They have all 3 timeouts left. Tay Bethel out to the left side. Hand off to Hall. Got some room here on the near side. Breaks to the outside. Cuts back inside as he crosses the 30-yard line. And that'll be a 1st and 10.
Well, just as we talk about it, Jaden Hall does a good job. Good block up front. Jaden Hall does a good job making a guy miss and gets up the Ram 1st down.
Carson Cole in on the tackle for Bixby. First Bank of Owasso, 1st and 10. High snap. Hand off to Hall. Goes off the left side. Again, a lot of white shirts in that area. You know, Coach Blankenship talks about, you know, the stalemate up front is all that you need. Right now, the Ram offensive line just hasn't quite been able to do that. Seems like Bixby has that extra man in the right places. They crowd the box this time, and now we're going to have movement against the Rams offensive line, and that will back them up 5 yards.
And that's the 3rd false start for this Ram offense. We talk about eliminating penalties. Don't shoot yourself in the foot, and those are the things you can't do against Bixby, and we've got 3 here early in the first half. You just can't do that in a state championship game.
So that'll back the Rams up 5 yards, 2nd and 13. Frankenfield, plenty of time in the pocket. He's going to air one out, and the catch is made by Tay Bethel, and a flag on the play. I don't know that he did come down with the catch. We're definitely going to have pass interference.
Yeah, he makes what looks like a great catch, but as he hits the ground, he loses control of the football, drops the pass, but a good throw by Drew Frankenfield, and that'll be a pass interference here on the Spartan defense and give the Rams 1st down.
Nathan Gonzalez was in coverage. And that penalty will move the football up to the Owasso 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Coach Montgomery expressing his displeasure with the line judge on the far side. Bethel in motion. They'll throw out to him. Julius Wilson with a nice block. Bethel escapes one tackler up the sideline. Inside the Bixby 45-yard line. Out of bounds. Stops the clock with just under 2 minutes to go.
What a great read option pass play by Drew Frankenfield. Makes the right read. Able to get it out. Bixby has a defender running upfield, barely gets past him, but a good first down conversion for the Rams.
They'll spot the ball at the Bixby 44-yard line. Frankenfield fakes the handoff. Under some pressure, going downfield, it's Julius Wilson, got the catch, inside the 5, touchdown, Owasso Rams! Julius Wilson with an incredible catch on a fantastic throw from Drew Frankenfield, and just like that, the Rams with a big play strike back.
Great job, good offensive blocking. Drew steps up in the pocket, makes a great throw, and a big catch by Julius Wilson, and the big man drags the defender 5 yards in the end zone, and the Rams back within one score. And a big play. Wow. As they call Julius Wilson, fumbles it into the end zone, but recovers his own fumble. Didn't see that, but it's a touchdown for the Rams. And a good strike with 1 minute, 47 seconds to go before half, as the Rams will receive the second half kickoff.
What a beautifully thrown ball by Drew Frankenfield, and Julius Wilson, he was well covered, but he goes up and brings down the football. As Juan Razzo hits the upright, and the extra point is no good. So 1:47 to go here before halftime. The big play on the throw from Drew Frankenfield to Julius Wilson into the end zone. He lost the ball for a moment, but was able to get it back. And Owasso pulls back to within a score as they trail Bixby 14-6. This is Ram Football on your Owasso Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Caleb Nelly with Tulsa Bone and Joint in Owasso.
And I'm Dr. Ian Goodman with Tulsa Bone and Joint in Owasso, and we are your team physicians for the Owasso Rams.
Hi, I'm Katie Strappy.
And I'm Zach McGinty.
I'm Kate Hayes.
I'm Destry Millsap.
And we are the athletic trainers for the Owasso Rams.
Here's some of the services that we provide in the Tulsa Bone and Joint Athletic Training Facility.
Welcome back to Edmond here in the Class 6A State Championship, as the Rams able to pull back, get 6 on the board, 5 plays covering 80 yards, and that took 1 minute and 36 seconds as Drew Frankenfield on a nice pass down the middle of the field to Julius Wilson, as this kick is going to come short at the 6-yard line, fielded by Presley. He's going to try to cut out to the outside. He's got some room, and he's got a blocker, but the Rams also have a defender in that area. Try to see who made the tackle for Owasso. Zarin McGill in on the tackle for the Rams. So Bixby with 1 minute 39 on the clock and all 3 of their timeouts, they'll have an opportunity to come out.
Yeah, well, you said it with 3 timeouts and the ability of the quick striking of this offense. They won't have the ability to do another 17-play drive with just this little time. But you kind of mentioned it earlier, those double move routes, I think is what something we might expect here.
Well, you felt the momentum shift over to the Owasso side on that play, and it awoke the home fans here in Edmond. Handoff to the outside. Maul runs out of bounds after a gain of 4. Call it 2nd and 6 on the play. Bixby jumped out with a score on their first drive, and then they had another score in the second quarter. They led 14-0 before the Rams were able to put that touchdown on the board. 14-6. Quick throw here to the near side. Gonzalez on the catch. Here comes LeGrand trying to catch him, and Gonzalez is going to be hit from behind by LeGrand and in front by Carter Langendorfer. That'll be enough for a first down.
Nice job of keeping him in bounds, trying to keep this clock going as the ball will start on the referee whistle.
Again, Bixby very patient on these just simple throws to the outside. 3 receivers to the right, 2 are stacked. Now they'll send another receiver over. It's Gonzalez again on the right side. Here comes A.J. Roberts. He can't make the tackle, but he's got some help from the secondary level. That looked like Cam Miller.
Really good job. A.J. Roberts absolutely shoots a gap. Unable to make the tackle, but creates pressure.
But that's what you have to be careful of. if they try to run that and fake that throw and then go downfield. Timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here. Grant, maybe give us some of your thoughts of what you've seen here in this first half.
Well, it's just unfortunate for the Ram offense as we haven't really been able to finish a drive except that last drive, but we've been in every good position. Drew is making great decisions, throwing the ball great. We've had a couple drop passes on big third downs that would have given a conversion. And so, I mean, and you love this Ram defense. I mean, the defense is showing up. I mean, a Bixby offense that puts up a lot of points. We need to talk about holding a Bixby offense to a 17-play drive. That's unfortunate you give that up, but that just shows you a little bit of positivity that the defense is showing up. I'd like to see the defense start tackling a little better. It seems like the contact has been great, but you and I keep mentioning it. You just keep seeing like we're creeping, we're doing a good job at the defense, but you've got to watch for that double move.
I think the other thing, I know the Ram offense in and out on the field right now. The other thing you want to see them improve upon is getting their offensive line connected up front. They just seem to be a little bit disconnected, discombobulated up front. You and I thought that would really be an advantage for Owasso here tonight and that we'd be able to punch Jaden Hall. That hasn't been the case so far here in the first half.
Well, and you talk about getting connected, getting hooked up, but we always talk about and you hear about the Bixby, the skill players, the guys in the backfield, the guys in the secondary making the big plays. But I don't think we've given enough credit to the way that this defensive line of the Spartans is firing off the football right now.
So 1:03 on the clock here before halftime. Bixby with the football at their own 37-yard line. They're looking at 2nd and 17. Kirby in the pocket. No pressure from Owasso. A throw over on the side to Braden Presley. Just a quick stop out of bounds, and he'll gain 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and about 4. Spartans line up quickly. The clock is stopped at 58 seconds. Hand off to Maul over on the right side, and he'll be tackled there by a host of Rams.
Well, a big 4th down coming up right now for the Spartans.
And let's see if they want to take a timeout. No, they're going to continue play. Let the clock continue to roll under 40 seconds. Make sure you don't let anyone behind you. It's 4th and 4. See if this Ram defensive line can get pressure. Kirby trying to get the defense to jump offside. They do not. Play clock at 10 seconds.
And the Spartans are just trying to absolutely eat this clock up, not give the Ram offense a chance before the half.
And that's what they do. They let the play clock run down, and that leaves 11 seconds on the game clock here before halftime. And the Spartans will be in a punting situation. Bixby 14, Owasso 6. It's been a kind of a back and forth game momentum-wise. Bixby has seized most of that here throughout the first half, but each time when it looked like they were going to get over the hump, the Ram defense has come up with some really big plays, and then Owasso has done some nice things offensively, and I think that Coach Blankenship is going to go in at halftime feeling pretty good about where he is right now.
Well, and, you know, that's easy to say because you're playing Bixby and everybody wants to be within one score and things like that. I think you and I know well enough from our breakfast with Coach Blankenship that he's not happy because we've seen things out there. We've seen moves. We always see things in film the next week, and there's just one play here, one play there, but that could be 14 points either way. And so I'm sure he's got some good coaching that will be happening at halftime.
So Bixby sends their offense back out on the field. Kirby tries to get the defense to jump as they shift 5 guys in motion. No one. It's an empty backfield. Kirby's going to quick kick it. That's what he does. No one back for Owasso, and this ball will land inside the 10 down at the Ram 4-yard line. And the clock will run out as we go in at halftime in this Class 6A1 state championship. It's Bixby leading the Owasso Rams 14-6. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back, and start to look at the numbers. This is Ram football on your Owasso Sports Network.
Yo, my guy, trying to get some bread. I need that moolah for my new drip, you feel me? It's low-key urgent.
He's trying to do a withdrawal. Bet broski, you finna lock in that cheddar and glow up real quick.
Hey, I see you, Granny.
Did you know every major professional sports league uses soft wave therapy? From the NFL and NBA to MLB and the PGA. Top athletes trust it to recover faster, heal injuries, and stay in the game. At Restoration Chiropractic, Owasso graduates Dr. Bryce and Dr. Allie Colt bring that same cutting-edge technology right here to Owasso. Softwave activates your body's very own resident stem cells to start the healing process in the damaged area. Whether it's the knee you keep putting off surgery on, a herniated disc, or neuropathy in the feet, come get your first session at Restoration Chiropractic for just $50.
Hi, I'm Casey Miller.
Hola, yo soy Casey Miller.
You guys are ridiculous.
Hi, I'm Casey Miller, your dedicated insurance agent. Our team recognizes the significance of clear communication and tailored service. In addition to our expert services, we have Spanish-speaking options and cater to individuals from all walks of life. Our aim is to ensure that every step of your insurance experience is smooth and stress-free. Contact us today at 918-272-8888 for a personalized insurance experience, where excellence in service meets the diverse needs of our clientele.
Hey Owasso, you know these guys are big Ram fans. Before you take another Ram road trip, make sure your car is ready to go with a visit to your local Robertson Tire. From new tires to oil changes and so much more, the Robertson family has you covered. Visit them at 8431 Owasso Expressway or find one of their 14 locations all across the Tulsa Metro.
Robertson Tires, keep rolling with Robertson.
On today's edition of Owasso Rams Trivia, the category is food. Now, for our first question, what are the 4 food groups?
Milk, meat, fruit, and bread.
That's correct.
Wait, everyone in Owasso knows that Charlie's chicken chunks are so good. They might as well be their own food group.
Judges, are the chicken chunks at Charlie's that good? That settles it. Go see for yourself at Charlie's Chicken on 76th Street, just east of Highway 169.
Okay, gang, the game is tomorrow. Where's Rambo? Has anybody seen Rambo? Oh, come on, let's go. Come on, go find him.
Hey, Coach B, we're gonna need your help.
We got a season to play. You haven't been out here. Get that look off your face and let's get to work. This way. That way. Fast. Whoop. Oh, okay. All right, well, you're good at other things.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it loving others. Spend it knowing you're loved. Spend it nourishing your body. Spend it strengthening your soul. Spend it planning out every little detail. Spend it knowing you're part of a bigger plan. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nerves pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea.
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
The trenches, where roads are won. Ram 1500. Quick, tough, relentless, raw strength, no compromise. Ram HD. Haul more, tow bigger, hit harder. These are Ram Power Days. Jim Glover Dodge.
When it's time to celebrate a sweet Owasso Ram victory, nothing will do quite like nothing but cakes. From personal buntlets to individual buntinis for the entire team, you'll discover a buntload of flavor for every occasion. Visit Nothing Bunt Cakes in Owasso, located in the Smith Farm Marketplace. Nothing Bunt Cakes, proud supporter of Owasso Athletics.
Imagine a free checking account that finally fits your vibe. No weird rules, no stress, just simple freedom. Visit okcu.org to learn more.
Oh, I got my order wrong.
This is me, Jessica. And this is Jessica, not my coffee. And my friend said, oh wait, Quick Trip. And she said, you don't have to tell me your name. Please, serve yourself. And I was all, oh, then this happened.
Yeah, someone stole my drink.
That's how I learned Quick Trip has lattes on tap. And I will never have to tell a barista my name again. Quick Trip, raise your coffee bar.
Yo, my guy, trying to get some bread. I need that moolah for my new drip, you feel me? It's low-key urgent.
He's trying to do a withdrawal. Bet broski, you finna lock in that cheddar and glow up real quick.
Hey, I see you, Granny.
Did you know every major professional sports league uses softwave therapy? From the NFL and NBA to MLB and the PGA. Top athletes trust it to recover faster, heal injuries, and stay in the game. At Restoration Chiropractic, Owasso graduates Dr. Bryce and Dr. Allie Colt bring that same cutting-edge technology right here to Owasso. Softwave activates your body's very own resident stem cells to start the healing process in the damaged area. Whether it's the knee you keep putting off surgery on, a herniated disc, or neuropathy in the feet, come get your first session at Restoration Chiropractic for just $50.
Hi, I'm Casey Miller.
Hola, yo soy Casey Miller.
You guys are ridiculous. Hi, I'm Casey Miller, your dedicated insurance agent. Our team recognizes the significance of clear communication and tailored service. In addition to our expert services, we have Spanish-speaking options and cater to individuals from all walks of life. Our aim is to ensure that every step of your insurance experience is smooth and stress-free. Contact us today at 918-272-8888 for a personalized insurance experience, where excellence in service meets the diverse needs of our clientele.
Hey Owasso, you know these guys are big Ram fans. Before you take another Ram road trip, make sure your car is ready to go with a visit to your local Robertson Tire. From new tires to oil changes and so much more, the Robertson family has you covered. Visit them at 8431 Owasso Expressway or find one of their 14 locations all across the Tulsa Metro.
Robertson Tire. Keep rolling with Robertson.
Hey, meteorologist Travis Meyer here, and we're going on up to the First Bank of Owasso camera. And of course, it's Friday night for high school football. Why is the camera moving? Production, can you give me a shot of what's going on? Is that Rambo? Rambo, what are you doing with the camera? You're live right now. Rambo, what are you doing? Are you dancing? Yeah, it's nice that you can dance and all that type of stuff. That's great. You know, it's wonderful. What are you doing? Okay, let's cut this feed. Yeah. Oh.
Life is always in our ear about opportunities, exploring them, seizing them, taking a moment to breathe them in. When speed is crucial and completion is the end goal.
We gotta move a little faster.
But sometimes completion isn't the end, but the next beginning. Tulsa's first, Tulsa's only, Level 1 Trauma Center.
All in all, there's not a better place to work.
Working at St. Francis is...
Working at St. Francis is...
Working at St. Francis is...
It's very fulfilling.
The work that we do is hard. The work that we do changes people's lives.
It's more than a job.
It's more than a job.
It's more than a job.
It's more than a job. It's a calling.
At Restoration Chiropractic, Owasso graduates Dr. Bryce and Dr. Allie Colt know true health starts with your nervous system. That's why they use the Integrator, the only FDA-approved adjusting instrument, so there's no twisting, popping, or cracking. Restoration is just one of 5 offices in the state offering this precise, gentle technique. By restoring clear communication between brain and body, kids focus better, athletes perform stronger, and families heal naturally. When it comes to your health, trust the doctors bringing cutting-edge care back to their hometown.
Hi, I'm Dr. Caleb Nelly with Tulsa Bone and Joint in Owasso.
And I'm Dr. Ian Goodman with Tulsa Bone and Joint in Owasso, and we are your team physicians for the Owasso Rams.
Hi, I'm Katie Strathy.
And I'm Zach McGinty.
I'm Kate Hayes.
I'm Destry Millsap.
And we are the athletic trainers for the Owasso Rams.
Here's some of the services that we provide in the Tulsa Bone and Joint Athletic Training Facility.
Hey Tulsa, Coach Bill Blankenship here. Just like on the football field, car accidents can hit you hard. And when that happens, you need a team you can trust. Tulsa Accident Care Center has the best playbook for your recovery. With licensed physicians and personalized treatment plans, they'll help you get back in the game faster and with no out-of-pocket cost to you. So when life tackles you with an auto accident, call Tulsa Accident Care Center, where your recovery is our victory.
Call 918-888-8080 or visit tulsaaccidentcare.com today.
When it comes to family dinner, Waldorf Chicken makes everyone happy. Kids love the hand-breaded tenders and creamy mac and cheese. Parents love the deal. Every Tuesday, Kids Eats free with the purchase of an adult entry. Whether you are craving sandwich, wings, or fresh salad, Waldorf has something for everyone. With 3 Tulsa area locations open 7 days a week, plus catering for any event, Waldorf Chicken serves up flavor and smiles. Waldorf's, where family favorites are made fresh every day.
And we're back here in Edmond, Oklahoma, the Class 6A1 state championships. The Bixby Spartans 14, the Owasso Rams 6. We welcome you back here in our Christian Brothers Automotive broadcast booth. Looking at some things we need to do coming out. But Grant, let me get your thoughts here with this first half. We've talked a little bit about it, but
well, those false start penalties on the offense, backing yourselves up behind the chains to start a drive. Having 3 of those in the first half and still being down in a 1-score game. We've had opportunities. Rams defense has made 2 big turnovers, generated 2 big turnovers, I should say. Overall, I think you're happy where you're at. I mean, a lot of people would say that because you're playing the Spartans, who are on an absolute tear. However, we're not here to play at a 1-score game. We're here to win, and so as good as it is, I think there's definitely some adjustments that needed to be made inside at the half. And I'm sure those are being taught through right now, and I expect the Rams to come out here in the second half as we receive the football ready to play.
Yeah, I think defensively they were able to make some adjustments because Bixby throws so much at you offensively in their shifts and their movement and substitution of players. I thought Coach Neal did a good job of maneuvering that. I also think Josh Blankenship has done a good job offensively. Maybe get that offensive line settled back in a little bit where they can rush the football a little bit more. But I'm sure Coach Blankenship is imploring his troops here at halftime getting those things put together.
Well, you mentioned it about all the Bixby motion, and unless you're watching it, you just can't understand how many things they do before the snap. And I think that's a big improvement from this defensive line of ours from the beginning of the season to now is we used to jump off sides and not watch the football quite often. And teams learned that even through midway through the season. We were just kind of notorious for jumping off sides. Doing a good job of staying poised tonight and doing so. And you're right, Coach Josh Blankenship, the offensive playbook seems to be open. No trick plays yet, anything like that. But we're seeing what I would call a non-vanilla offense.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's creative.
There's just nothing that's boring about it. And he's had to be. We've tried to go to Jaden Hall earlier, like you mentioned, and unable to get that going. But he's done a great job of making adjustments. And Drew Frankenfield, I can't say enough about him tonight. his passes have been spot on. Any of those incompletions mostly aren't his fault as drop passes have been occurring. But his decision-making and tucking the football at the right time and running it, and what we always talk about, living to fight another down, making a good decision. You know what? Chunk it in the dirt, take a sack, but don't turn the ball over and live to fight another down. He's doing a great job this evening.
That's our second half adjustment brought to you by Restoration Chiropractic. Owasso grads Allie and Bryce Colt, they know what it takes to be a champion. Go see Dr. Allie and Dr. Bryce at Restoration Chiropractic in the Tyann Plaza today. Let's look at those first half numbers that we were talking about. Our score 14-6 here at halftime. Bixby leading the Rams. Owasso with 9 first downs in the first half. Bixby with 14. Owasso with 12 yards rushing on 11 carries. I think that's the area we want to try to work on and improve upon. Bixby on the other side, 83 yards rushing on 18 carries. Through the air, Drew Frankenfield, 12 of 17 with no interceptions for 157 yards. On the other side, it's Carson Kirby with 18 of 20, 1 interception. That actually thwarted a scoring opportunity for Bixby. 181 yards in the air for the Spartans. Total yards in the first half, 169 for the Rams, 264 for the Spartans. Average field position, this has been a big difference for each team. So Owasso has an average starting field position of their own 17-yard line, and Bixby from their own 30. Owasso has put the ball on the turf one time here in the first half, but did not turn it over. Bixby has fumbled twice and lost one of those fumbles. Owasso's done a better job here in this first half. Penalties, 4 penalties for 25 yards, but Grant, a couple of those on third down were really drive momentum killers, but still shoring up those penalties has been a plus.
Well, and the biggest thing about that is the touchdown by Drew Frankenfield that gets erased off the board.
Yeah.
You talk about a kid making good decisions and no run game right now, and he takes off for a 30-yard touchdown run and negates that, comes back.
Talk about those 4 penalties for the Rams. On the other side, 3 penalties against Bixby. But again, a couple of those on third down has really been costly for the Spartans. 3 penalties for 40 yards. Time of possession fairly even. Owasso with 10 minutes, 41 seconds of possession, and Bixby 13 minutes, 19 seconds of possession. Third down conversions, Owasso 2 of 5, Bixby 7 of 9. Again, you want to see the Rams try to get off the field defensively on third down, and the Rams 0 for 1 on fourth down.
Well, you mentioned getting off the field. I was looking here. Bixby has no punts in the first half. You want to call that a punt there at the last 8 seconds? Sure, I'll give you that. But I'm talking about generating a change of possession.
Right.
And so I think if the Rams can just get a stop here in the second half, especially with starting the second half with the football, I think that would be huge in basically giving the Rams a chance to win this game.
Looking at the individual numbers for Bixby, Jason Mall on the ground, 12 carries for 72 yards. Gill, the backup quarterback to Curry, but he's the running quarterback. He has 6 carries for 12 yards and 1 touchdown. Kirby, 2 carries for 1 yard. Through the air, Presley's been his go-to receiver, 5 receptions for 65 yards. Snyder, 2 receptions for 47 yards. Gonzalez, 7 receptions for 15 yards. Cord Nolan had the 1 catch for 38 yards and the touchdown. DeHart with 2 catches for 16 yards, and Wright 1 catch for 2 yards. So 6 receivers in for the Bixby Spartans. Let's go down to the field to Jordan Corfage, who has Coach Bill Blankenship.
Yeah, Stephen Grant, thanks. I'm here with head coach Bill Blankenship. Coach, what was the message just there in the locker room at halftime?
And nothing that we have done has surprised us or them, and nothing they've done surprised us. We're right where we need to be. We need to go out and finish some drives and finish some tackles.
Yeah, defensively, your defense played really well after that. You know, they settled down after that first Bixby quick strike, a couple turnovers. What'd you like from that side of the ball?
I like that we're resilient. We've just got to continue to play every play. They're an outstanding offense. They're going to make plays, but we've got to answer it every time.
And
the way we're playing.
Yes, sir. And offensively, got going on that last drive with a couple big plays down the field. What's kind of the thought on, or what do you got to do to get maybe Jaden Hall more, get some running lanes for him open? What's the thought there offensively?
Well, we've just got to keep pounding it. We've got to try to keep throwing it on first down to loosen them up. They're pretty good about loading the box on him, and I think if we just keep working it, he's going to break one.
Thanks, Coach, for your time. Good luck in the second half. Stephen Grant, back to you.
All right, Jordan, thank you. Thank Coach Bill Blankenship for his insight. As we mentioned, as Coach B mentioned, Jaden Hall, 6 carries for 13 yards in the first half. That's not really what we would see in the running game from Owasso. Looking at the receivers for Drew Frankenfield, Julius Wilson, 5 catches for 66 yards and the 1 touchdown, none bigger than the 44-yard touchdown reception. I like the idea that they will challenge the secondary of Bixby, sending Julius Wilson down, throwing the jump ball up, if you will, and letting him go up and get that, and he certainly did on that play. Colton Sudbeck has been much more involved here in the first. That's maybe the best first half that he's had offensively. 3 catches for 16 yards, also doing a great job blocking. Tay Bethel, very active as well, 3 catches for 42 yards, and Jaden Hall, 1 catch for 13 yards.
Well, you look at those numbers, and it's exactly what we talked about. The playbook's open. I mean, we're not just holding anything back, no trick plays or anything yet, but just doing a really good job. The run game's getting shut down, but the Rams are doing a good job of just passing the ball around Drew, spreading the ball around to multiple receivers. Sudbeck getting involved in the game, that's been big too. And, I mean, you can't think, but that, like Coach Blankenship said, keep pounding it. At some point, Jay Hall, I mean, it just takes one.
Yeah.
And he's a special player. And I'd just really like to see this offensive line just fire off the football in the second half and give him a chance.
Teams coming back out onto the field, loosening up. It's a beautiful evening here in Edmond, Oklahoma. UCO has the campus lit up beautifully here. And I want to thank our Owasso Sports Network team for being here and letting us bring you at least the audio action that's going on. Couple of special occasions for us here. Johnny Dash here in the booth with us this evening, having a birthday tomorrow. That'll be 32 for Johnny Dash. We appreciate him and all that he does for us here in the booth, and wishing him a very happy birthday during this Christmas season. Also want to send special birthday wishes out to my dad, John Mowry, who will turn 90 years old tomorrow. We'll be having a big birthday party for him back at First Baptist Church in Owasso from 2 to 4. Hopefully he doesn't eat too much cake and can tell a few stories. So special happy birthday to my dad, John Mowry. So December 7th is special in a lot of ways, but to us a little bit different when it comes to celebrating the birthdays. Rams will receive the second half kickoff. We want to thank our third quarter sponsor, Eagle Window Tint. At Eagle Window Tint, located in the 5th Avenue Business Complex, they offer 10% off for all military and first responders, and all tents have a lifetime warranty only at Eagle Window Tint, proud supporters of Owasso Athletics. Also our friends back at Waldo's Chicken, the official watch party of Owasso football. Don't miss a moment of Owasso football. Head to Waldo's Chicken and enjoy the action on 15 TVs paired with unbeatable specials all night long. Waldo's Chicken, the official watch party home of Owasso football, and they will be open tonight till midnight. And of course, as we get ready to conclude the football season, I think Dino and his crew will also have some occasion of Owasso basketball. Head coach Brian Montanati and the Owasso Rams with a couple of big wins already this season, looking to challenge back at the state tournament. Jalen Montanati, Bowden Williams, maybe Julius Wilson coming back, as well as some changes down at Oklahoma State. Carter Langendorfer, who initially was headed to OSU, is now going to be with the University of Tulsa. It'll be great to be able to go out and see these young guys play for the Golden Hurricane back in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 2 quarters left here in this state championship as Owasso looking for their 4th gold ball, having won in 1974, 2017, and 2019. It was actually Coach Bill Blankenship that led the Rams to the 2017 state championship, a 21-14 victory over the Union Redskins at that time. And that broke the long-time hold of Union and Jinx. And so, well, let's see if the Rams can put together a big second half here and come away with another state championship. A big hurdle, though, as the Bixby Spartans, they've been here before. They're the defending 6A champions. It's the battle of 2 Tulsa County heavyweights. The Rams will await the kickoff here to begin this third quarter. Towel will kick off for the Spartans. Tate Bethel back deep for the Rams. This ball is going to go deep into the end zone, and the Rams will start 1st and 10 offensively at their own 20-yard line. This is what you play for all year long. The Rams had been ranked number 3 in the state through most of the season behind Jinx, having lost their first 2 games. The first one to Bixby, the second one to Jinx. They were able to get revenge last week against the Trojans, trying to do the same thing here tonight against the Spartans. Frankenfield looking over to the right side. Tate Bethel with a great hands catch in front of the defender, Nathan Gonzalez. Tate Bethel with about a 20-yard gain, call it 22, as they'll move the ball to the Owasso 42-yard line.
Yeah, Tate does a good job. It's a back shoulder throw by Drew Frankenfield, and Tate does a great job fighting through a defender, making the catch. And a big gain right outside of the second half.
Now the Rams are going to overload the right side with Bethel in single coverage here on the near side. Hand off to Hall as the Spartans, as Coach Blankenship said, they'll load the box. He gets maybe a gain of 1 on the play. Julius Wilson will enter back in as Ben Duggins came in as a run blocker. Now you've got Wilson and Bethel in at the receivers. 1 to each side. Hall the running back. Bixby overloading the box. Frankenfield on a design quarterback keeper trying to get to the outside, fighting for extra yards. Spin move over the 50-yard line. Near the Bixby 48-yard line. Will they give him the spot? They're going to bring it back and mark him just shy of the first down, but a great effort by the Ram quarterback.
Well, he looks like Jaden Hall there with the patience, letting his blockers get out in front, and does a great job making second effort. What looks like a foot short of the first down marker.
Now Ben Duggins will come back into the game along with Colton Fiveash. As the Rams on 3rd and short, they'll come out of a sugar huddle. Jaden Hall in the wild Ram. He'll take the direct snap, try to run off the left side, and he's going to have enough for the first down, trying to break away, still pushing forward across the 45, down to the 42-yard line. What a run by Jaden Hall.
I think we talked about it at halftime, too. He probably went into halftime thinking, these aren't the numbers I'm used to, and he comes out and just keeps his legs going. Great pickup by Jaden Hall.
That's a first bank of Owasso, 1st and 10. Julius Wilson over the left side. Now Colby Whiteman will slip to the slot on the right with Tate Bethel on the outside. Frankenfield in the pocket. Got good protection. Throws down the middle of the field, going up for the catch with a great catch. Nope, it's going to be, what are they going to say? I thought Wilson came down with it, and that's the indication we're getting from the referee. Bixby thought they intercepted the football. Let's see what they say.
Wow.
And they say, move the chains.
Wow, that's a great catch. He comes down, he does make the catch, but the Spartan player just kind of falls on him and takes a grab while he's on top and tries to roll off with it.
I think it's after the catch, so it'll be a 1st down and 10 for the Rams at the Bixby 11-yard line. Fake the handoff, quick throw over the middle, ball's tipped, and this one's going to be picked off by Wright.
Oh,
the ball
no.
was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and Bixby able to come away with the interception at the 2-yard line.
And Tate Bethel's wide open on a slant route, and Drew just throws it over the middle. What looks like a good throw, but the lineman just gets a paw up in the air. And Cord Nolan, we've talked about him multiple times. He's able to make a really athletic play and a diving catch to make that interception. But, man, that's unfortunate because Tate Bethel was open as the Rams were just moving the football.
So 9:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Owasso having put together a great drive, a lot of momentum as they trail Bixby 14-6, and the Spartans able to come up with their first turnover of the game.
Spartans will start out on their own 3-yard line. It'll be the longest field they've seen all night.
Kirby will line up in his end zone. He'll hand off to Maul, trying to get to the outside, and he's going to be tripped up near the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle for the Rams, Christian Colazo. They'll give Maul 1 yard on the play, brings up 2nd and 9. Two receivers out to the right, one to the left. Now they bring Maul back to the backfield. Well, everybody's just moving everywhere again. Kirby right at the goal line, takes the snap. Quick throw out here to the near side. Presley with the catch. He's going to be wrapped up at the ankle immediately by A.J. Roberts. What a great defensive play by the Ram quarterback.
Well, and we talked about maybe that double play coming, and maybe it might, the double move, but A.J. Roberts has got some sort of an eye. There is a tell that he is seeing, because as soon as that ball is coming out, he is firing across the line and makes a fantastic tackle for loss there.
So it'll be 3rd down for the Spartans. They'll bring Maul behind Kirby. Single receiver to each side. Fake the handoff. Kirby in the pocket. Looking downfield. He's got a lot of time. They're going deep, and there's nobody in the vicinity. The pass falls incomplete. And the Ram defense with a big 3rd down stop. And as you mentioned, the first real punt of the game coming up by Bixby out of their own end zone.
Well, we needed that, and we needed to stop, but none bigger than that at your own 4-yard line. The Rams should have great starting field position. The Bixby does have the wind at their back with the punt here, but a great defensive stand.
Left-footed punt comes up. Fair catch called by Owasso.
And
that's
great
Cole Campbell at the Bixby 35-yard line. And Grant, you feel some excitement coming over onto the Owasso Rams side and a little bit of pressure on the Bixby side.
Well, you're right. For somebody that's up 14-6, I had a similar feeling last week when the Rams were up good on the Jinx Trojans, but you just felt like something was coming, and I think that's the way I feel about this Ram offense tonight. I feel like something big's happening.
7:45 here in the 3rd quarter.
Really seeing the Rams play with great confidence on the offensive side of the football. Drew has never looked better, in my opinion, than what he's looked tonight with his poise in the pocket and the way that he stayed in the pocket, stepping up, taking hits, and making great throws.
Great catches by Wilson and Bethel. Frankenfield takes the snap. He'll hand off to Hall, trying to move up the middle, just pushes his way forward. Might have gotten 2 on the play. Inside the 35, down to the 34-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 8.
I know that's not doing much, but I love the fact that the Rams aren't going away from that, because Jaden Hall can make that happen.
Well, and Bixby likes to send that extra man. That opens up the outside receiver. Frankenfield fakes the handoff, under pressure, rolls out to his right. He's going to have to throw this one away out of bounds, and he does, as his receiving core was well covered downfield. Bethel, double teamed here on the near side, had nowhere to go with the football.
Bethel's pleading his case because.
Yeah, Grant, I think I don't mean to cut you off, but he absolutely got tackled there by Braden Presley in the secondary, and I know the Owasso sideline here was looking for a flag.
Second time tonight we've seen that happen. 3rd down for the Rams. Frankenfield rolls out to his left, cuts back up the middle, got some room, and he's near the 28, maybe down to the 27-yard line, and this has to be 4-down territory, in my opinion, for Coach Blankenship. I don't think there's any doubt. He's 2 yards shy on the designed run for the quarterback. Now the Rams are going to go big. They'll send in their heavy package. Wilson and Bethel will come off the field. 4th and 2 for the Rams. Ball at the Bixby 33-yard line. They'll come out of a sugar huddle. Frankenfield, quick snap, hand off to Hall, tries to get to the outside. He breaks open into the open field, but he's caught just as he passes the line of scrimmage. And that'll be enough for a First Bank of Owasso 1st and 10.
Just a great zone run by Jaden Hall. Good blocking up front, you're right. Looked like he might have had a chance to break it out on the edge there, but a good tackle as it is 1st down for the Rams.
Ball spotted at the Bixby 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Now Wilson and Bethel back into the game. Sudbeck the H-back. Hall to the right of Frankenfield. Frankenfield in the pocket. Good protection. Rolls out to his right, throws underneath. The catch is made. Bethel here on the near side. He's knocked out of bounds at the 17-yard line. So a nice gain on the play of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
You like what you're seeing there. Just a good outside route. Good throw, good catch. Manageable 2nd down. This will give the Rams a chance to open up the playbook on whatever they want to do here.
2nd and 3. 2 receivers out to the left. Frankenfield fakes the handoff, throws out to Sudbeck underneath. He turns upfield, tries to run over a couple of Bixby defenders. He's going to be tackled, but not before he's able to get another 1st down, move the chains. 1st and 10 Rams down at the Bixby 13-yard line. Clock continues to roll here in the 3rd quarter, 5:20 to go. Now the Rams take their time, look over to the sideline. They get the play call in. Wilson and Bethel in the slot on the right side. Frankenfield in the pocket, looking to his right. Under pressure, chased. Going to tuck it. No, he's going to toss it over to Wilson, but it's out of bounds as Frankenfield is pushed out of bounds. Pass falls incomplete. Again, though, Grant, those little things that he's done like that 3 or 4 times tonight, good decisions.
Well, you'd see in the past him go ahead and just step out of bounds, but that would have been a loss of about 4 yards. Does a good job just getting rid of the football, making it back to his 2nd and 10.
Same formation, 2 receivers to the right. Now he'll bring Bethel in motion. Hand off to Bethel. He cuts upfield. He's going to score. Touchdown, Owasso Rams. It's almost like the Bixby defense just stopped, and Tay Bethel was faster than anyone else on the field to the end zone, and the Rams are a 2-point conversion from tying this football game.
Well, you're right. Just completely unexpected by this Bixby defense. Tay Bethel takes the handoff, and it looks like everybody's standing still. Nobody touches him. What a great turnaround and drive by the offense here, and Rams have all the momentum right now.
Coach Blankenship leaves his offense out on the field. The Rams will go for 2 to try and tie this game. Frankenfield fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right. He's got room, tosses it into the end zone, and it's caught by Colby Whiteman.
And that's pass interference is what this
flag
flag's going to be.
Flag on the play.
Rams will decline that. That's a 2-point conversion. They tackled Tay Bethel again.
2 flags in the same area. Long discussion here between the referees. Still no decision yet. They're going to call in a 4th referee. The Spartans are lingering around the huddle. Might have been post play. Holding against the defense. The 2-point is good, and the penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. And this game is tied 14-14.
Well, we said it. It just seems like all the momentum's on the Owasso side. It's because it is. You come out and start the second half, you make a great drive, you turn the ball over on the goal line, defense stands up, and the Rams complete it. Tie this game up on a great 2-point conversion. You couldn't ask for much more on Friday Night Lights in a state championship 6A football game.
So the Rams able to come out and get a good drive after the opening kickoff of the second half, but an interception by Drew Frankenfield tipped at the line of scrimmage, but the Ram defense comes out and gets a 3 and out with this potent Bixby offense, and then the punt to the Bixby 35-yard line, and the Rams able to complete an 8-play, 36-yard drive in 2 minutes and 49 seconds. The 2-point conversion is good after the 13-yard touchdown run on the sweep by Tay Bethel. And here we are, right where we started. Juan Razzo will kick off. Like to see him get this to the end zone. The breeze has slowed down somewhat. And he gets a nice kick, and this is deep in the end zone. So Bixby on the touchback will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 4:56 to go here in this third quarter. And the Rams have tied this game up 14-14.
Well, and you talk about, it just seems like this game's flying by. One, it's good football. Last week it seemed like there were so many scores and stoppages. There was no flow to the game, and this is just a great football game. Especially right now, if you're a Ram fan, you just feel like you've got all the confidence, especially after that defensive stop on the last series by the Ram defense.
So the Ram defense back out on the field.
I think what you're going to see here is Bixby's going to feel that. They're going to have to try to make a big play here.
Yeah, you got to be ready for a shot here. Bixby will shift around. They're going to go heavy on the left side with Maul in the backfield. Handoff to Maul on the delayed handoff. He's caught in the backfield. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Cam Ryder Karn in on the tackle.
Tackle made by number 23, Cam Miller.
Cam Miller in as well. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to each side. Handoff to Maul once again, looking for some room, but the Ram defense is able to stand. Maybe 2 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 3rd and 8. And here's where you have to keep everything in front of you. Bixby's going to go tempo. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kirby, quick snap. In the pocket, pressure coming from his right. He's forced out of the pocket. Looking downfield, he's going to throw back across his body. The catch is made by Presley. He breaks a tackle, and he's across midfield. And finally, a touchdown saving tackle, if you will. A.J. Roberts. But Kirby was able to roll out to his right and extend the play and then throw back across to the middle.
Well, and that's unfortunate because the Rams generate great pressure. There's good coverage downfield, but Kirby keeps the play alive with his feet and throws all the way across his body in the field, finds Presley.
So it's 1st and 10 at the Owasso 41-yard line. Kirby brings Maul in behind him, and now they'll go heavy set on the left side. 2 receivers to the left. Kirby with the snap, looking quick to the left. There it is, the shoulder fake. Now looking downfield for an open receiver, and
he drops it.
Snyder barely got behind the defense. It was a great pass by Kirby, but Snyder was unable to hang on to the football, or that's a touchdown.
Well, and just like we said, the double move, you see Kirby just give that shoulder fake like you mentioned, just enough to buy time. And Snyder has a step on A.J. Roberts and a great throw, but he has to dive to catch it. Unable to come up with it.
Now 2nd and 10 for the Spartans. Handoff to Maul out to the right side, and he gets about 7 on the play before he's tackled. Cole Campbell coming up off the pile with Chris Safaris. That'll bring up 3rd and 3 at the Owasso 35-yard line. This is the down we've talked about, Grant. 3rd down. Ram defense looking to get off the field.
I know Coach Montgomery will go for 4 downs here.
Yep. It's going to be a tight formation. Gill in the game at quarterback. He typically runs, but they might throw out of this one. They'll hand off to Maul, trying to get to the outside. He's turned back inside, runs over a Ram defender before he's finally brought down, and that'll be enough for a Bixby 1st down. Tackled by Mizell Maxson.
But it's just like we talked about. The Rams are doing a great job of getting pressure and getting that first initial contact, but having trouble tackling this evening.
1st down, Spartans.
Coming up gingerly that time, Grant. Sorry to interrupt you, but Maul came up.
He's gimping off the field right now. I see what you're saying.
Didn't mean to interrupt you there, but that'll bring in Gabe Blankenship in at running back. 4 receivers out to the right. 1st and 10 Spartans. Quick throw out to the right side, and the ball's loose. Did the Rams come up with it? What a hit by A.J. Roberts. My goodness. And they're going to call a fumble on the play. A.J. Roberts is the defensive hero of the night.
Is he trying to say this is an incomplete pass?
They're trying to talk about it. Coach Montgomery, it's on the Bixby side, and they're trying to talk the referee into calling it an incomplete pass. The receiver is still on the ground, but you won't see a better hit than that in any football game as we watch the replay. Actually, Oh, my goodness.
Hey, in all seriousness, I'm not sure I can argue with that as much as I want it to be a fumble.
Yeah.
That was the bang-bang. As we watch it right here, oh, boy, I don't
Grant,
know. I might be
that
wrong.
might be a fumble.
He catches the ball, turns around, makes an athletic move. And to overturn that, that's
a tough call. But anyway, a great defensive play by A.J. Roberts, catcher DeHart. He had to walk off the field gingerly. Now 2nd and 10 for the Spartans. Hand off to Blankenship. He cuts back inside. He's got some room to the outside. Zafaris tracks him down near the 13-yard line, and that'll be a first down for the Spartans.
Well, one thing we've seen in the past is Bixby is used to being a physical, dominant team, and the Rams are winning the battle of physicality.
Maul back in the game. Quick throw out here to the near side. It's Gonzalez trying to cut up inside. He's going to be tackled. Actually, it's DeHart. And Bixby in a bit of a rhythm here after that controversial play.
Second down, 2 to go.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Kirby, quick throw out to the right side. And a great tackle again by Carter Langendorfer. Pass was caught by Nathan Gonzalez.
That's a good job by Langendorfer fighting through. He's being held and he fights through, still makes the tackle.
Third down for the Spartans. Rams coming in with substitutions on the defensive line. Gill in at quarterback. He loses the football. It's on the ground, and the Spartans are able to jump on it.
But that was third down.
And this will bring up 4th and long, and it'll be interesting to see here what Coach Montgomery does.
They've got a really good kicker. We've watched him all night. He's got a strong leg.
He does, but this is a situation Bixby rarely kicks a field goal during a football game. Tao on for the kick. It'll be spotted at the 21-yard line. His kick is up, and it's good. He just got it inside the left upright, but a great defensive stand once again by the Owasso Rams. 34 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Bixby now with a 3-point lead, 17-14. This is Ram Football on your Owasso Sports Network.
On today's edition of Owasso Rams Trivia, the category is food. Now, for our first question, what are the 4 food groups?
Milk, meat, fruit, and bread.
That's correct.
Wait, everyone in Owasso knows that Charlie's chicken chunks are so good. They might as well be their own food group.
Judges, are the chicken chunks at Charlie's that good? That settles it. Go see for yourself at Charlie's Chicken on 76th Street, just east of Highway 169.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back, where Bixby has just completed a 66-yard drive. They were able to run 12 plays in 4 minutes and 22 seconds, but the Ram defense able to get a stop. As it looked like Bixby was driving for a touchdown, the Owasso Ram defense, they bowed up and made a stop and forced Bixby into a rarely seen field goal as Tao comes on and hits from 30 yards. And the Rams now trail by 3, 17-14. Still, though, Grant, you feel all the momentum on the Owasso side. Ram fans are on their feet.
Well, that hit by A.J. Roberts was monstrous. I still think it was a fumble, but as it is.
So Tao will kick off deep into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback as the Rams will come out and start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The Rams with great success offensively here in the second half.
Well, and we talked about it. You just feel something in the air. It just seems like the Rams haven't played perfect by any means, but it just feels like we've come out of the half. We're moving the football. Defense is playing well. Offense is playing well. It just seems like Bixby, they're not used to playing in a game like this.
Yeah.
And if you can get them on their heels, things can happen.
Frankenfield with Hall to his left. Frankenfield in the pocket. Tries to roll out to his left. You're going to have a hold against Owasso, and Frankenfield needs to just get out of bounds over on the left side. So this will back the Rams up 10 yards.
And that's a tough job. The left tackle gets caught holding there, but what he doesn't do is it's a pass play. He's protecting and doesn't know Drew's scrambling to his left. That's just a hard adjustment. Just a hard adjustment to know, where your quarterback is when he's running with the football.
That's the 5th penalty against Owasso tonight for 35 yards. I guess the good news is, Grant, it was on 1st down instead of 3rd down. So the Rams were looking at a 1st and 20 from their own 10-yard line.
I thought you were going to say it's good news we're not in double-digit penalties.
Well, that's good news, too.
3rd quarter.
So the Rams will try to overcome this long down and distance. Bixby showing pressure. Rams hand off to Hall. Breaks up the middle to the outside. Looking for a block. Gets around Presley across the 20, near the 25, and then he's thrown down way out of bounds on the Rams sideline. But he got about 15 yards back on that run.
Man, he had a chance. It's a great run, but it looked like he stuck his foot in the ground. He was kind of running right at us, and that's one of those things you look at Jaden Hall and go, this might happen right here.
Braden Presley was the lone defender on the outside, and Presley tackles him from behind. And the Rams, they were looking at 1st and 20, but on the great 15-run yard by Hall, now it's a manageable 2nd and 5.
And again, that 2nd and 5 opens up this playbook.
Hand off to Hall. Tries to get to the outside, looking for a block. Trying to carry defenders forward. He does. I don't think he got the 1st down as he
it's going to be close.
Runs out of bounds. Now they're going to bring him back. Thought he did better than that. Well, they're going to give him the 29. That's about what we thought. Now the Rams looking at a 3rd and 1. On the run out of bounds, the clock stops with 10 seconds here in this 3rd quarter. Rams are going to go with a heavy package as they bring Ben Duggins into the game. They'll come out of the sugar huddle. This is usually Hall in at the Wild Ram. No, it's Frankenfield. Hall with the football, and he's going to be caught in the backfield for a loss of about 5. And Bixby committed nearly every defender. And we've got a Ram player down on the ground. And that looks like Jaden Hall. He's having trouble putting weight. And that will end this 3rd quarter. We'll move to the 4th. It's Bixby 17, Owasso 14. This is Ram Football on your Owasso Sports Network.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it loving others. Spend it knowing you're loved. Spend it nourishing your body. Spend it strengthening your soul. Spend it planning out every little detail. Spend it knowing you're part of a bigger plan. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
Welcome back as we move to the 4th quarter of action. Jaden Hall coming up a bit gimpy there off that play. Let's go down to Jordan Corfridge and see. Jordan, could you see anything?
Well, it's really hard to see exactly what the injury was, but I can tell you that, yes, Jaden Hall had a really hard time putting weight on his right leg as he was coming off the field. So he's in the Tulsa Bone and Joint medical tent right now. We'll see if he's able to return here in the 4th quarter.
All right, Jordan, thank you. That would certainly be a big loss for this Ram offense if he's unable to return. Looking at the stats through 3 quarters, Owasso with 21 carries on the ground for 65 yards. Frankenfield 17 of 25 through the air for 225 yards. On the other side, Bixby 25 carries for 105 yards. Kirby 22 of 29 for 226 yards. Total yardage in the game for the Rams, 290 yards. For the Spartans, 331 yards. Rams will punt. It'll be Bryson Thomas with the punt, fielded at the 35-yard line, and Presley is surrounded by red shirts. There initially was Cam Miller. And the Rams able to get a good punt off that time and not allow Presley with a big return.
Well, and it just feels like after that 3rd and short run by Jaden Hall, just give a little bit of momentum back to the Bixby sideline. It just felt like if we got that, things were really rolling. good job but to the Spartan defense there, just kind of deflating a little bit of that air.
Grant, we talked about in Bixby semifinal game how Broken Arrow really played a great game for three quarters, and then it got away in the fourth quarter. So the Ram defense, they've done a great job of stepping up tonight, and this coaching staff is going to call on them once again. Bixby 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Hand off to Maul, tries to get out to the left side, and he'll be tackled by Cole Campbell after a gain of 4 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 6.
It's a good job in the open field by Cole Campbell, just making a good 5-pad tackle, if you will.
Got to think that maybe Bixby's going to try to put together another one of those grind-out drives. Call it 2nd and 5. Kirby with 2 receivers out to his right, now 3. Kirby in the pocket. Rams with a good pressure. A cross, actually a sidearm throw by Kirby.
It's behind his receiver and over his head. The Rams may have had a chance at it, but there's nobody in the area to make the interception.
Kirby took a shot from a Ram defender. He laid on the ground there for a moment. That'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, that's what I was mentioning earlier. Just the Rams seem to be playing a more physical game right now. I know the score is Bixby's reflecting.
Certainly a down and distance here, Grant, where you can't let Kirby be comfortable in the pocket. See if Coach Neal tries to dial up some pressure. Got Joey Grable here on the near side. A lot of movement by the offense. Hand off to Maul, coming to the near side, and he's going to have some room out to the outside as he almost breaks free down the into Ram territory to the 30-yard line. And Bixby able to come over a 3rd and 5 on a simple zone run to the outside. Rams had the edge, but no other pursuit from the inside, and a big gain on the play.
Kind of the opposite of what we saw earlier where we lost contain on the edge. This time we had it, but nobody helping on the inside like you mentioned.
1st and 10 at the Owasso 32. Kirby with the quarterback keeper, but he's going to be tackled at the 30-yard line by Chris Safaris. 2-yard gain brings up 2nd and 8. 10:35 here in this championship contest. Bixby being a little bit more methodical here as they continue to move players around. Kirby looked at the quick throw to the outside, and he's going to throw it over to the far side, and a nice pass by Kirby. Carter Langendorfer looked like he was going to be in the lane, but catcher DeHart ran behind Langendorfer and was able to make the catch. That's just a good execution.
A really great throw by Kirby on the move right there. Is they were trying to double move, and it's covered downfield, and he's able to escape the pocket and make that throw.
Kirby again almost caught in the backfield, and then he is tackled.
Well, you said almost caught in the backfield. That's Ryder Karn. We saw him go out of the game earlier. I see he's wearing a brace down here on his left knee, but he's back in the game, and he's still playing hard.
They'll say a loss of 2 on the play as the ball is spotted just inside the 10-yard line. 9:35 to go. Two receivers out to the right. Kirby with the snap. Hand off to Blankenship. He tries to run on the inside the 5-yard line of Owasso. And that'll bring up 3rd down. See where they finally spot this. Right at the Owasso 5-yard line. So a big 3rd down here for Owasso. See what this Ram defense can do. They trail by 3, 17-14. Watch for the fade over in the right corner. Kirby looking that way. Now he's got room to run on the right side. There's nobody to defend, and he's going to run all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. All the defense flowed over to the near side of the field, and Kirby had a complete open lane with no defenders. And it's a touchdown, Bixby.
It's unfortunate because there was really good coverage downfield, which obviously that's why he takes off. But you're right. There's just no backside help over there. Nobody in contain. I wouldn't say Kirby was able to walk in the end zone. He definitely did have to beat it to the pylon, but that's an easy touchdown.
So Tao on for the extra point attempt. Snap back, hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And with 8:38 to go here in the fourth quarter, Bixby extends their lead back to 10, 24-14. This is Ram Football on your Owasso Sports Network.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Welcome back here to the campus of the University of Central Oklahoma. I want to thank our fourth quarter sponsor, Brew Coffee. With multiple locations in Green Country, Brew Coffee House is dedicated to providing the highest quality coffee and fast service to our communities. Visit Brew Coffee House after every Owasso victory. Steve Mowry, Grant Mowry here with you in the booth along with Rob Williams. And Grant, it looked like the Rams were going to get a stop on that drive, but were just unable to get that defensive stand as Bixby able to take 3:12 off the clock, 8 plays covering 62 yards, and it's the quarterback Carson Kirby with a 5-yard touchdown run, and the point after is good, and it's a 10-point lead for the Spartans, 24-14. So Tao will kick off for the Spartans. He's kicked everything into the end zone here tonight. Rams with not an opportunity to return, and they will not get one this time either as the ball goes out of the end zone. So it'll be interesting to see who comes in at running back for Owasso, if Jaden Hall is able to return and come in at running back, or if the Rams have to substitute for him.
Well, and this is important right here. There's a lot of time left, 8 minutes. You got to have a good, quick striking kind of drive here by the Rams, but no matter what, give that defense of ours a little bit of break after we score here too.
It is Jaden Hall back at running back. Frankenfield in the pocket, looks across the middle, flips it out to Hall. He jumps back into the inside, then the outside, got some room here on the near side. Spin move across the 45, near midfield. I'll say he's coming back. Jaden Hall with a 30-yard catch and run, and there was no ill effects on that run as he spun out of a couple of defenders.
That's what he can do.
Now he's going to come off the field. Chris Zafaris will come in at running back, so you're going to get a dose of thunder and lightning. Zafaris is the thunder. 2 receivers to the right. Frankenfield in the pocket, throws it out to Zafaris over on the far side. He turns upfield into 3 defenders, and he gets planted in the ground after a 3-yard gain. Actually, that's Colton Sudbeck on the catch. So gain of, they'll say 3. We'll say 2nd and 7 into Bixby territory near the Spartan 46-yard line. Carter Langendorfer has entered as a receiver. Frankenfield in the pocket. Good protection up front. He'll roll out to his left. Now he's under pressure. Flag in the secondary. And Frankenfield runs out of bounds. But, Grant, this is in the area of defensive holding.
Yeah, I would agree. Flag came out early when somebody was in the middle of their route there.
So let's see what the call is here. This would be the 5th penalty against Bixby if that is the case, but now they're going to go over to the Bixby sideline. Taking a long time to sort this out.
During the run, holding on the defense.
Well, we saw this last week against the Trojans, and we just don't understand what's the conference between every penalty. I mean, if you throw a flag, there's a penalty. Go mark it off, and let's get back in the game.
So the penalty marked off will advance the Rams down to the Bixby 31-yard line, 1st and 10. Bethel on the jet sweep, takes the handoff, cuts inside, does a jump step inside the 30 down near the 27-yard line.
Tay does a good job of just making a cut upfield as there's about 2 Bixby defenders over here with contain. He does a good job putting his foot in the turf, just getting upfield, getting a couple yards.
Gain of 4 on the play brings up 2nd and 6. Gordon Nolan in on the tackle. Like to see the Rams move with a bit more urgency here. Hall, the running back, to the right of Frankenfield, a receiver to each side. Hand the ball off to Hall. Tries to go left, and he gets to the outside. He'll be caught from behind and tackled near the 22-yard line. In on the tackle was Trey McLaughlin. So that'll bring up a 3rd and short as there is a flag on the far side of the field. And this looks like this may go against the Rams. They're going to say procedure against Owasso. So that'll back the Rams up 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
So we haven't seen Julius Wilson in a while.
Nope.
We went to him early on.
Just what I was thinking as well. You got Presley in coverage over here. Tay Bethel on the far side. They'll come to Julius here to the near side. He steps back for a moment, but they're going to give him forward momentum inside the 25-yard line. So a nice gain on the play will bring up a 3rd and manageable. Presley was playing about 10 yards off.
I was going to say, that just looks really easy to me, like just a good, simple throw and catch. And kind of like if you're going to give that to you, take it.
Now Carter Langendorfer will enter at wide receiver. Again, 6 minutes on the clock. Like to see the Rams with a little more urgency, but they're moving the football. Empty backfield. Frankenfield under pressure trying to run up the middle. He's going to be stopped. Not much there for the Ram quarterback as he continues to try and move forward before he's brought down.
It seemed like it was a design quarterback run. I know there was pressure, but it almost felt like it was the design of the play.
Well, you're looking at 4th down here, Grant, and I would assume since the Rams ran on that play with a quarterback draw that they'll definitely go for it here, and they will. 4th and 4 for a 1st down. Frankenfield trying to draw Bixby offside. They don't jump. Now Bixby moves their defense. Hall to the left of Frankenfield. Plenty of time. Nice throw, and Carter Langendorfer makes a catch inside the 20-yard line for a 1st down. A big 4th down conversion. And it's Langendorfer who comes in at receiver and makes a key reception.
You love that. You love seeing your defensive guy get in here, and he just comes up with what would be the play of the game right now, keeping this drive alive.
Under 5 minutes to go. 4:45 on the clock here in this 4th quarter. Rams trail 24-14. Frankenfield with pressure from behind. He's able to avoid it, roll out to his left, and he throws it out of bounds. And we got a couple of players going after one another at midfield. The referees will come in and separate them. That's been going on all night long, and nothing has been done. I don't see a flag on the field.
No.
And there is no flag. And so the clock on the incomplete pass, the clock stops at 4:34. 2nd and 10, Owasso. Ball on the Bixby 19-yard line. I know, Grant, you could kick a field goal, but I think the Rams have to come away with a touchdown here.
No, I absolutely agree.
Frankenfield in the pocket. Got an open man. It's Tay Bethel down at the 3-yard line. He makes the catch. Yeah, Bixby says it was incomplete, but I thought he made the catch. It looked like he had his arms under the football.
We got a flag on the field in the secondary.
Defensive holding once again. So they'll spot the ball at the 3-yard line.
So they'll give him the catch. I'm with you. I think he had it the whole way.
First and goal, Rams. Ball at the Bixby 3-yard line. .420 on the clock, and it's rolling. Frankenfield takes the snap. It's a quarterback run, and he can go nowhere. He's flipped over on his head at about the 5-yard line, and whatever that is not working, and the clock continues to roll.
Yeah, Rams are going to need to move a little quickly now.
Yeah.
The way the Rams are taking their time, I can only assume that they're planning for an onside kick.
Second down, Frankenfield in the pocket, looks to his left. He's got room up the middle, throws it in the back of the end zone for Julius Wilson, but Wilson had stopped, and that ball was nearly intercepted.
Third down, Rams.
Now third down for Owasso.
Boy, you're right. That ball was almost intercepted.
Looked
right
like
through the hands
of Wright. It looked like Frankenfield may have had some room to run for the touchdown. As it is, takes a high snap, runs out to his right, cuts back up inside, trying to spin down near the 2-yard line, and it'll be a fourth down for the Rams.
Stop by number 32. Maverick Nance.
You know, you've got Julius Wilson and Tay Bethel, who are great targets down here in this area. And as I mentioned that, Julius Wilson comes off the field. Oh, they're going to try for a field goal.
Juan Razo was on the way other end of the field. The clock is rolling, and it's going to tick under 3 minutes to go. As Razo lines up from the 9-yard line, so it'll be a 19-yard field goal. Snaps back, the hold is down, and it's a good kick through the uprights. So 2:48 to go here in this ball game. It's a one-score contest, and the Rams are going to need to get a stop as they trail Bixby 24-17. This is Ram Football on your Owasso Sports Network.
The trenches, where roads are won. Ram 1500. Quick, tough, relentless, raw strength, no compromise. Ram HD. Haul more, tow bigger, hit harder. These are Ram Power Days. Jim Glover Dodge.
Welcome back here in the Christian Brothers Automotive broadcast booth. Juan Razo able to split the uprights with the field goal, draw the Rams to within one touchdown. The Rams now will be looking at their defense to try and get a stop and go in for a final score. Again, kudos to this Ram ball club, Grant. When it looked like they could fold things up, they've continued to be resilient and fight back and try to keep this game close.
We've talked about the defense and the job they've done tonight, but we're going to lean on them heavier than we have all game long right here. Is there's only the Rams are going to line up here for the onside kick. And somebody's not on kickoff. Rams are short a player here as Coach Blankenship lets him know that.
So now we'll get lined up correctly. Juan Razo will fake it and then kick it back this way. Got a good bounce, and the ball was loose momentarily, but it's going to be recovered by Bixby. On the recovery is Noah Ingalls.
That was a great kick. I mean, that's what you call a clinic onside kick. The ball takes a nice bounce high in the air, gives the Rams a chance to get defenders down there to make contact, but a better job by the hands team of the Squire.
From the 49-yard line.
So again, like we were saying though, you got to rely on your defense right here. Rams have 3 timeouts.
I mean, if you kick the ball out of the end zone, you still got to have a defensive stand, so a good opportunity there on that onside kick. Now the defense on the field for Owasso. Kirby in at quarterback. He's going to bring Maul back to his side. And then Nolan in motion. They'll hand off to Maul. And he breaks the first and second tackles before he's brought down after a gain of 6 on the play. Cole Campbell and Carter Langendorfer in on the tackle.
Peyton LeGrand comes shooting in, but just runs right past Maul. Unable to get a tackle down in the backfield.
Clock will continue to roll. We'll see if the Rams can get a stop on this series of downs, and then they'll have to start using their timeouts. Kirby letting the play clock run down.
I'd be surprised to see the Spartans put the ball in the air.
Bixby just jumping around all over the field. Hand off to Maul once again, and he's got room up the middle, and he's going to have a Spartan first down inside the Owasso 35-yard line, and now the Rams will have to start thinking about using their timeouts.
And they do.
Timeout, Owasso. Return charge.
So that'll be the first timeout for the Rams. We'll take a timeout as well. 1:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's Bixby 24, Owasso 17.
When it's time to celebrate a sweet Owasso Ram victory, nothing will do quite like Nothing But Cakes. From personal buntlets to individual bunttinis for the entire team, you'll discover a bunt load of flavor for every occasion. Visit Nothing But Cakes in Owasso, located in the Smith Farm Marketplace. Nothing But Cakes, proud supporter of Owasso Athletics.
.155 to go here in our contest. Bixby leading by a touchdown. They have the ball first and 10 at the Owasso 36-yard line. One timeout taken by the Rams. They've got 2 left. But if Bixby can grind out a first down, they'll go home the winner of this contest. Two receivers out to the left. Kirby hands off to Maul. He cuts inside, and he's got a lot of room, and he's going to seal this game up for the Bixby Spartans on a 36-yard touchdown run.
Well, I know I'm a positive person, but if the Rams can just go score and get it onside, you can expect the Spartans to have probably 4 defensive backs about 15 yards off the ball. But the Rams will have a chance still with 1:48 left on the clock.
The extra point pending here for the Spartans.
But you and I talk about how the Spartans in the fourth quarter, how they just stack on points, making the game appear.
Kick is up. Did he get it through? Yes, it was a low kick, but it's good. With 1:48 on the clock here in this fourth quarter, Bixby extending their lead 31-17 over the Rams. This is Ram Football on your Owasso Sports Network.
Imagine a free checking account that finally fits your vibe. No weird rules, no stress, just simple freedom. Visit okcu.org to learn more.
.148 on the clock here in this fourth quarter. Bixby on the 36-yard touchdown run by former Owasso running back Jason Maul. Moved to Bixby over the summer and gets a touchdown here in this state championship. Spartans will kick off. And once again, this one that goes out of bounds. We're going to have a flag, so at least the Rams will have good starting field position this time. Tao, who's been good all night long at kicking one out of the end of the end zone.
I'm not sure that wasn't a coaching decision right there. Minute 48 left in the game. Give the Rams a chance to return one right here. I'm not sure you don't just go, hey, go kick that out of bounds. And
I mean, he's kicked it out of the end of the end zone all night long, and none of them have been close to the goal line. I'll take the 15 yards with you, though. That sounds good to me. The Rams will come out 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. They're going to have to think of a way to score quick here. Bixby's going to play. Going to keep 3 safeties 20 yards deep. They'll throw it out to Hall, who can't make the catch as the pass falls incomplete over his head. Now 2nd and 10.
That's intended for number 2. Jaden Hall is incomplete. 2nd and 10, Rams.
Second and 10 from the 35. 3 receivers in on the left, 1 to the right. Frankenfield in the pocket under pressure, and he's going to be tackled from behind for the sack. And guess who? Cord Nolan. He is a good football player, but I am ready for him to graduate.
Boy, he just shows up when you need him to.
He is a gamer. And another timeout by the Rams. We'll take a timeout as well. Bixby 31, Owasso 17.
Oh, I got my order wrong. This is me, Jessica. And this is Jessica, not my coffee. And my friend said, oh, wait, Quick Trip. And she said, you don't have to tell me your name. Please, serve yourself. And I was all, oh, then this happened.
Yeah, someone stole my drink.
That's how I learned Quick Trip has lattes on tap. And I will never have to tell a barista my name again. Quick Trip, raise your coffee bar.
1:37 on the clock here at Chad Richardson Stadium on the campus of the University of Central Oklahoma. The Rams looking at 3rd and 17. Frankenfield in the pocket under pressure again. He's going to try to run out this time, and he'll run out of bounds near the original line of scrimmage, and the Rams are down to 4th down and
On the carry, number 6, Drew Frankenfield.
4th and 11. Stops the clock at 1:30. Three receivers out to the right. Langendorfer, the lone receiver here on the near side. And the Rams are going to have to go long. Here comes pressure. Frankenfield throws one over the middle, and it's incomplete. And no flags on the field, so the celebration will begin once again in Bixby. Rams tonight just unable to get things rolling here in the second half. They had the third quarter going, but we talked about it, Grant, when you play Bixby, you got to play 4 full quarters. Jordan, what do you see down there?
Yeah, Steve, reality I think is setting in a little bit down here, and unfortunately with this crew, but really nothing to hang their heads about. Heck of an effort down here, and so obviously not the way they wanted it to end, but quite a season for this group.
And now Bixby will just run out the clock as Kirby steps back, lets some time run off the clock, and he'll take a knee. The Rams with 1 timeout left, but it doesn't look like Coach Blankenship is going to use that.
2nd and 15.
As the Bixby fans begin the celebration on the far side of the field. And again, Owasso, I guess you could say, leaving in a bit of a heartbreak fashion once again.
Yeah, I really thought the Rams had a chance tonight, and they showed it. I mean, they showed what they're capable of. Just a couple things go the wrong direction, but the Rams were in every bit of this game.
Kirby will take a knee once again. And that will be enough to run out the clock as the teams come out onto the field and shake hands. Congratulations to Bixby once again as they defeat the Owasso Rams 31-17. We'll take our final timeout, come back and wrap this up for you. This is Ram Football on your Owasso Sports Network.
On today's edition of Owasso Rams Trivia, the category is food. Now, for our first question, what are the 4 food groups?
Milk, meat, fruit, and bread.
That's correct.
Wait, everyone in Owasso knows that Charlie's chicken chunks are so good. They might as well be their own food group.
Judges, are the chicken chunks at Charlie's that good? That settles it. Go see for yourself at Charlie's Chicken on 76th Street, just east of Highway 169.
Okay, gang, the game is tomorrow. Where's Rambo? Has anybody seen Rambo? Oh, come on, let's go. Come on, go find him.
Hey, Coach B, we're going to need your help.
We got a season to play. You haven't been out here. Get that look off your face and let's get to work. This way. That way. Fast. Whoop. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, you're good at other things.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it loving others. Spend it knowing you're loved. Spend it nourishing your body. Spend it strengthening your soul. Spend it planning out every little detail. Spend it knowing you're part of a bigger plan. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
Welcome back here at the Class 6A State Championship, where the Rams fall 31-17 to the Bixby Spartans. A game that we knew was going to be a battle of 2 heavyweights. This game didn't even remotely reflect the game that took place to open the season. And tonight, Owasso just unable to get over that hump. They made it close. They made it close there in the third quarter, Grant, and they fought all game long, but just unable. We always talk about getting over that hump. I thought this was a team that Owasso came in with that had a really good opportunity. Man, they played hard tonight, offensively, defensively, but Bixby just has a way in their pattern of football to be able to come away with the win, and they score, 2 touchdowns there in the fourth quarter, and that's really what put things away.
Well, I just think what's tough about this, if you go back and watch film, there's so many just right there second split plays where Owasso really had a chance to overtake this game. And, just such a different thing from last year. I felt like last year's state championship game coming in, Owasso was favored, expected to win, even over Bixby. And this year we were definitely the underdog. And I just really, really believe that Owasso had the best chance of anybody in the state to beat this team.
Yeah.
And they showed it tonight. A couple things just go the other way, and a drop pass here or a tackle here or there. Those things that simple are what tossed this game. It wasn't like in the past of other teams where you can't argue anything when Bixby wins by 4 touchdowns. They win by a couple scores here, but a late touchdown there with about 1 minute and 50 seconds to go there in the fourth quarter. But the Rams were in every bit of this game all night long, and I couldn't be more proud of these guys and the growth they've shown all season, and just their willingness to go out and compete.
Yeah, it's been a fun season. This has been a great group of kids that I know you and I have probably gotten to know and gotten closer to than any team that we've had, as we see them gather together down for the alma mater song. I know there's a lot of disappointment coming away from this game here tonight, Grant, but man, this team has accomplished so much throughout this season. I know they'll hurt for a few days, but they're going to look back on this season and go, man, we really had a good year, and they really got better. Guys that we didn't know could contribute. And we always have those guys that we didn't even know when the season started. Like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And then throughout the season, they just get better and better. And as you've alluded to on many times, this team, I really believe, is one that got better with each game throughout the season. A great win last week over a very good Jinx ball club that had beaten them early in the year under difficult conditions. Came in here tonight and really played valiantly against the Bixby team that's been number one coming out of the gate. You got to think coming into next season, they're probably number one again. But I know when you got Bill Blankenship on your side, that's a good way to start. And we got a lot of returning starters from this team, offensively and defensively. There's going to be some seniors that are really going to be missed from this ball club.
Yeah, I just think we talk about the character of some of these guys, and we've had so many good teams and guys in the past, and I'm sure it feels it because they're right here, they're on the field right now, but just some of I just can't believe the way these guys started the season, and a new coaching staff, and guys moving new positions, and guys that hadn't even played ball. This,
Yeah.
They come out and they just really. Well, I think what bothers me about this team is these guys are just they're family, and that's what I love. I mean, this is a group of guys that really grew together, and so they're special.
Yep. They'll be fun to follow. A lot of these guys are going to be going to the next level and playing at D1, D2, and in other places, some JUCO players as well. And I know they'll be a lot of fun to follow. That takes us into our Mowry funeral service, the final word, and I'm just going to finish this season as the Rams conclude at 10-3. And thank you, the fans, for your following, for your comments, for being so kind and gracious to us here as we've been able to bring you. It's a privilege. I say this every year, but it's a privilege to be able to sit in the booth and bring you Owasso Ram football, and to do it from a perspective where you get with the guys that are on our team, Grant Mowry, Rob Williams, myself, Jared Gallagher. We're Owasso Rams. We're born and bred. And so it means a little bit more to us in bringing you the action. We try to do it fairly, but I know sometimes you're going to hear a little bit of the frustration when we lose and the great joy when we win. But in any case, no matter what, we are proud to be a part of this ball club. Want to thank the coaching staff, Bill Blankenship and his crew, for being so kind to us and allowing us information that maybe you don't always get to see or hear. And for this ball club, man, I can't express my gratitude to them and what they have meant, not only to the football community, but to the entire community of Owasso. With that, I want to thank you. I want to thank Brock Crawford and Johnny Dash, the Owasso Sports Network crew, Jordan Corfage down on the sideline bringing you the reports. Jared Gallagher couldn't be here tonight. He's been my wingman through some of these games. Rob Williams doing the numbers. Nothing more fun for me than to have my son, Grant Mowry, here by my side. I'm Steve Mowry. This has been a production of the Owasso Sports Network. As we move into basketball season, let me finish this season by saying congratulations to this Owasso Ram Ball Club, and as always, go Rams.